And we are live. Welcome back, gentlemen. Oh, I immediately realized that I've messed up. I forgot to update the stream title because I am a professional. This is not Florida Green. This is Traveler. And this is season 4, episode 2, correct? Yep. And today's episode is going to be at the rock show.
Remember that song, Girl at a Rock Show?
Girl at a Rock Show?
I think it was like Blink 182, maybe.
No. But, okay. You know, I'm not super well versed in various different kinds of music. All right. Let me get back to what I was doing. So, last time on Traveler, you guys were teenagers. You were just trying to get by. You had an adventure, murder, mystery, right? Like your first month out of your parents' house, already murder mystery. You sorted that out as well as you could. There was a little bit of drama, a little bit of mystery, a little bit of opportunity for you guys. And then you guys said, man, we really need to make some money. This rock show's hiring. You guys got hired on at the last minute for the rock show, to labor around and move stuff. And since you were coming in, they said, hey, Relax, which I'm saying his name incorrectly, Kizik's character. You're part of the Thermocult. Why don't you try to talk to these people for us? They're pretty unhappy that we're using one of their sacred sites for a rock show. And Kizik, not really Kizik, Relax, being the bop that he is, he wasn't very good at talking them down. He was trying to use a lot of logic on a lot of culty people. They're not really down with the logic. And it didn't go that great. So he leaves the meeting dejected. And they're like, okay, well, you guys can just go back and do your labor stuff. Meanwhile, Thodubs, who's up on the scaffolding actually doing the labor, has spotted these culty-looking figures. They're wearing Thermocult cloaks. Like, he kind of recognizes them. And he decides to see what these guys are up to. Turns a corner, and there's this big pallet of explosive charges that these guys are running out and placing at various points on the scaffolding. And just as he sees that, he gasps and turns, and there's a shotgun pointed straight at his face by one of these Thermocult people. And that's where we left off at the end of the last episode. Did I miss any pertinent information? Don't everybody feel the need to say anything at once.
School table. We got a school table.
You did get a spool table. There you go.
We met Katie McDuff.
Yes, you did. That's part of the murder mystery. She is the owner of the apartment building that you guys ran, and quite possibly more than that.
Yeah, she's scary. After reviewing some memories, she could be a pretty tricky lady, I think.
Trixie.
There's nothing to prove that she had anything to do with random other dude disappearing.
You mean
disappearing? I mean dying.
I was supposed to say, you mean being gunned down by mercenaries in his home office in front of many witnesses?
No, I mean totally just disappearing. Yes.
Did his long-bladed using robot also die?
All the robots in the facility were destroyed.
Okay, good to know.
But you're correct. So the scariest part about her is there's absolutely nothing tying her to that event where the murderer of her parents was mercilessly gunned down by mercenaries. Those are good points. Anybody else have one?
I'd like to work with her someday. I aspire to be one of her staff.
Well, you guys are free to choose whatever course of action that you wish to choose. So very briefly, just because we're on episode 2, each of you tell me your character name and one sentence about your character. And we're going to start with Ronan.
Okie dokie. My character's name is Marcus Hedvig. One sentence is he's not very social and he's goat. Caprasap. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
That
Kizik.
was like 3 sentences.
My character's name is Relics. He's slightly, fuck, I can't speak. He's slightly Irish, if I remember to do the thing, and he likes to speak very much, and he's trying to talk a whole bunch because it's just one sentence. And a bwap, which is a frog-like person, it loves to get into the minutia of everything and explain in great detail everything that they're about to do.
And they like run-on sentences. Ghost.
Tyler Token, an Aslan, and Aslan believe in honor. And that honor rests on 3 pillars: respect, tradition, and then a harmony of action, man. You just gotta be harmonized.
Dubs.
Tubbs Mason, and very much interested in staying away from the pizza business. And of course, his family was known for the space cone pineapple pizza, and not very happy about pizza at all, but very smart, good with mechanical stuff, and ready to go.
Space ham cone apple.
Yeah.
Here you go. I'm going to give you a card. Try to do it right. Copy. Pasta. There we go. We'll just leave it right here so that you always know. Space ham and cone apple. Latest trend in pizza, also known as ham apple pizza. I wouldn't want that pizza to be far away from your character at any point in time. Know that it's near and dear to his heart.
Right now, you're just eyeing down the barrel of a shotgun, though,
I was about to say,
about that.
it might not matter in about 30 seconds.
Right now, Tabletop Simulator is doing some goofy stuff for me too, so we're working through it.
Your voice did break up a little bit there during your intro, so I don't know what your bandwidth was like. But that's also going to be very interesting right now because we are going to open Dubs with Tubbs looking down the barrel of the shotgun, standing on the scaffolding 100 feet above the venue. What do you do?
So, stage some scene here as far as what's actually going on. So Tubbs is on the scaffolding. He has staring down the the barrel of some type of a weird shotgun that looks like it's been kind of jerry-rigged together. The idea of the area that I'm in is actually the stage back area where there's a lot of crates that are stacked up, a lot of cabling and lighting, and a lot of work area things hanging from the ceiling, all kinds of things. And of course, yes, I am 100 feet off the ground currently. However, when Tubbs turns around, when he sees this guy, the first thing that comes from his mind is to duck and run and to get away. So what he does is he takes a quick dive to the floor of the scaffolding. It grabs a hold of the cabling that is attached to the scaffolding that he can actually swing away from and get onto some of the stacked crates that are located adjacent to the scaffolding.
Would you say adjacent to? Where do you foresee these crates being?
So the crates are actually stacked up. So there are tons of crates everywhere. They're stacked up pretty high. They actually have drop cloths on them to keep them clean and everything like that. Because there's probably electronics and things like that in there for building the stage and stadium and things like that. So as far as adjacent, they're actually next to the scaffolding, but of course they don't reach as high as the scaffolding. So which means they're going to be somewhat below the scaffolding, below my position, however off to one of the sides, so either left or right.
So like a lower tier of scaffolding.
Correct, yeah.
All right, this is going to be a task chain. Do you have anything else to add to your narrative before we get into it?
Yeah, I have no access to the dice right now at this particular second, so give me 1 second.
Do need access to the dice. I feel like that's important.
So for
Unless you
some
want
reason,
me
like
to roll.
the whole tabletop just kind of zoomed in on me, and I wasn't actually able to. Anyway, I'll move on.
Did you middle mouse click?
I actually got it all figured out. I logged out. I kind of got out of tabletop, got back in, so I'm good. I'm good now.
Yeah. All right. So the first thing that's going to happen is you're going to turn around. You're going to try to roll out of this barrel. Like you're looking down this barrel. You want to roll out. You want to evade. So we're going to roll a athletics dexterity check.
All right. Got a 12.
Hi, Allie. You're just in time to see some excitement. We're going to see if Thodubs lives. All right, so with a 12, that's 4. That's an effect of 4. So you carry your effect over to your next roll. That gives you a little bit of a safety margin. Your next roll is a luck roll. And this is to see if the cable and the pallets are actually where you think they are, because you describe them as being there in the hope that they're there. Whether or not they're actually there is going to be decided by the dice.
So pure luck roll.
Yep, luck roll with your +4 from your last roll. It's a task chain. Every one of these rolls builds on the next.
11.
11. Wow, that's pretty good. I see 6 there. So that's 10.
6.
And
I
you
had
have
a
a +1
10.
on your... Yeah, you got a +1 on your luck. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so that's going to give you a +3 to carry into the last roll. Okay, now, this last roll. You can do one of two things here. You've rolled off the side of the scaffolding. There is a cable. You have grabbed it. You can choose to use the cable to direct your fall into what you think might be a softer landing. Or you can try to swing yourself to a nearby platform.
I am actually going to use the cable to direct myself into a softer landing.
Okay. Go ahead and roll dexterity. Remember your +3.
$11.
Okay. 11 is still a +3, so we're going to take 3 points away. And we're going to have that. So I need you to roll 4d6 minus 3.
$11.
Ah. Would you like to burn a point of luck?
Let's do it.
Okay, that takes you to 10 luck. Okay. At 10 luck, you still have a +1. But what it means is that instead of taking 11 damage as you crash down, you are only going to take 10 damage, which means you do not be rendered completely unconscious upon your fall, as you bounce off of several crates, and basically you bounce off of things on the way down to the ground, and you land on the preps for the stage and the stadium down at the bottom. This is through soak, so if you had any armor, it wouldn't have helped. But you've hit the ground, you've fallen 100 feet, and you've lived.
Nice.
I'm so hurt.
You are so hurt. There is a very shocked guy up on the scaffolding who is like, shit, what the fuck do I do now? And with that, we're going to roll over to the rest of the party. You guys just got out of this meeting. And didn't go well.
I don't quite understand exactly what he's talking about. Like, those were the scriptures that he also quotes, and just, it's frustrating that he didn't want to discuss further why this is a good idea for not only the church, but that's disappointing.
He did seem rather abrasive.
I feel like he had his mind set on stuff already. Like,
Yeah, not even willing to hear you out.
I do hope my parents are not negatively affected by this and their standing within the cult. No, the church.
Have you seen Tubbs?
He was working somewhere, perhaps, in the scaffolding.
we should also go let him, the guy know that we failed miserably at talking to the guy.
Yes, where is the supervisor? We'll find him shortly.
All right, let's go find one or the other. Which one do you want to find first?
I guess the supervisor wasn't waiting outside the door with bated breath like I expected. So let's
I already briefed you that the supervisor basically said, go move crates, you failed miserably. But if you want to talk to him again about it, you can.
Oh, I apologize. Yeah, let's go find some crates. See if we can find our friend Tubbs.
Good call.
I sent him a text.
So, I'm going to make this a little cinematic. You guys walk out of the area you're in to the main area where the scaffolding's high above you and everything's prepped. And you send him a text. And, since we were talking about Jurassic Park earlier, you hear do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do as, Tubbs comes bam, 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 and hits the ground probably about 20 feet in front of you.
I mean, he's dead, right? That's 100 feet. There's no way. So I run towards him. Tubbs, are you okay?
Huh? Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, just the wind knocked it out of me just a little bit there. Hold on.
Why did you take the quick way down? You're not an Aslan. You're not going to land on your feet, buddy.
Yeah, I just today. I just really wishing I did, but bad guy with a robe, gun. There's bombs up there.
Bombs. Can I look up there and see anybody?
I mean, it's 100 feet up, so you'll see people up there moving around, but seeing details is going to be problematic. The person who had pointed the gun at Tubbs has vacated the premises. He is not to be seen in the spot that Tubbs fell from.
Help you up, Tubbs. I'm gonna try to get underneath one of your arms if you let me.
Thanks.
Tubbs, you will feel a excruciating pain from your chest as he lifts your arm.
Oh gosh, easy.
Oh, not that arm. We could try the other arm.
It's not the arm, it's the chest. Oh gosh.
We need to get you to the hospital, buddy.
Should probably tell somebody about these bombs too. You said bombs, as in like explodey, like.
Bombs, a big, explodey, yeah.
I look around for like event security guys.
There's several that are milling around, but not very nearby. But it's a big open area you're in, so you could see some like across the way. So they didn't notice Tubbs falling from the scaffolding. That should be an indicator of how alert they are to the situation.
I think I can go. I'm gonna go grab one of those security guys, and get them to. I guess I don't know. Tell them about the bombs.
I mean, we also can go investigate and try to stop it ourselves and try to get a bonus, perhaps. Oh, but we should tell somebody, yes.
How are we gonna stop it? What do we know about bombs?
I don't know. I figured you could probably eat one. I've seen you eat a bunch of many things.
I mean, fair. I don't know that I'm gonna start with that course though, but it might be a little spicy.
To the security guy.
Okay, so you jog up to the security guy.
Does he have like a radio on him? Is he standing alone?
Yeah, I mean, so he's in like a yellow and black shirt that says security. It's a polo. He has a radio on his hip and like one of those lanyard IDs. They're not even carrying guns. He's just a muscly dude. This guy would be he's an Aslan.
Hey, I show him my ID badge. Hey, I'm actually not working security today, but I am working the event. I want to make it a known thing, and I like point up to the scaffolding up top. My buddy was just up there. He says there are guys walking around with guns and planting bombs. This is not a fucking joke.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Bombs?
Yeah, this place, it's like a terrorist attack, okay? I need you to get on your radio right now.
He looks quizzitively at you, like he does not look like he believes you as he looks at you, but he does pull out his radio and starts talking into it. Hey, Phil, you up on Sector 4? And there's a little bit garble, you can't hear back, and he kind of turns away from you. He's like, there's some reports of some pretty weird behavior going on up there. Can you have a look at that? They said there might be some clear weapons or something up there. And he's given you Hylar, he's given you the side eye, like this better not be a joke.
Gold guys up there in robes. Some of them have guns. They're planting bombs on the territory of my forefathers. I'm not lying to you.
He's like, all right, son, why don't you come with me back to the security post? You said you saw these people with guns and bombs. Well, what did they look like?
I didn't see him. My buddy did. We can get him, but he just fell out of the scaffolding.
At that point, Marcus and Brelix are like, Brelix is trying real hard to help, but he's not that strong. So Marcus is like, we finally caught up.
You guys got Tubbs in tow, and he's like, fell from the scaffolding, and he's looking at Tubbs like, there's no way a basic bitch human fell from the scaffolding and lived. But he's
a cryomorph.
Looking pretty. He is, but he's looking pretty skeptical. But he's like, all right, all of you are coming with me, because either this is serious or you're all going to jail.
It's not a hoax, but it's a serious thing. The bombs could go off any minute.
Yeah, we're looking into it. Come on with me. And he starts leading you towards the security station. It's very, like, this is a out in the field event, so it's literally like a tent that's been set up, and it's got like fold out tables with radios and shit on it. Once again, as he walks you in here, there's like 2 or 3 guards milling around. Nobody has any guns. That's one of the first things you're going to notice is they're mall cops. So there's a couple with stun batons. That's about the heaviest thing you see around here. And they sit you down in some fold out chairs, and the guard you were talking to is like, hey, has Phil checked in from level 4? And they start chatting amongst themselves and walking off in the corner. You guys are sort of left to your own right here at the entrance of the security post. Though, Dubs, that pain in your chest is significant, and it's getting worse now that the adrenaline's starting to wear off.
Hey guys, I need a doctor like bad. This is it's getting worse.
Somebody look around for a med kit. There's probably a med kit somewhere in security. I'm going to pull my phone out and call Detective Paul.
You can call him or text him.
I'm going to text him first.
Okay. Just tell me what the text message says. Also, are you looking for the med kit, or are you going to have other people do that at the same time?
I'm gonna look for the med kit.
Okay. Everyone who's looking for a med kit, give me an easy perception check.
Brelix is helping. Medkit. Brelix did not see anything.
Now I do have a question, and I do have the medic skill. Am I able to do any type of help on myself, or is that no?
Yes, you can medic yourself with a -2.
Okay, so I just need to get like some type of med kit or something. Okay.
I got an 8.
Okay. 8's more than you need. So, Marcus finds himself a pile of med kits for the event. Picks one up, walks back over to Thodubs, and you guys can decide how to proceed. Now, a med kit allows you to administer medical treatment without the medical skill. So you use it as though you have medic 0.
Am I able to throw some kind of assist in there?
You guys can do it either however you want, depending on how you feel about it. But if you're the one making the check, though, Dubs, you'll take whatever your skill set comes out to, but then -2 because you're self-administering. That might or might not be better than what Marcus is doing for you. Either way, yes, you can get a boost dice for an assist.
I will definitely be at least a -1, so the med kit gets me to medic 0, but I'm still
Education is pretty bad.
-1.
Yeah.
Can Brelix walk back over at that point?
Yeah.
Brelix and Marcus, Brelix and Marcus are best friends forever. So Brelix was trying to talk to one of the security guards to find where they keep their med kits, because that's the best way to find things. And the security guard just giving him he's been talking and the guy wasn't there, and he sees Marcus almost trying to headbutt a medic kit. And he goes, "Oh, Marcus, I've read extensively about med kits, and I believe that if you properly apply them, you just need to put them over top of the wound. Can you help me take our friend Tubbs' shirt off, because we're going to need to see the extent of the chest wound according to the paperwork right here."
Okay, you can make your roll. Don't forget to take a boost for getting a little bit of help. Also, when you take your shirt off, he blatantly has several broken ribs, and some of them are high enough ribs that you have to be worried about his lungs being punctured.
Oh, those ribs should not be facing that way. I rolled a 14.
Oh, that's excellent. Damn, a 14 is a critical success. So you're going to get 6 of your hit points back there, Thodubs. And before your lungs can fill with blood, the Blop is going to stick you with a needle in your chest, it's going to come as a bit of a shock, because he's probably not going to explain that he's doing this, because obviously you should just know, because that's what the manual says.
Step number 5 on the manual. We're now going to proceed with procedure number 7, and bloop, you've got a thing in your chest.
But that is going to stop you from having your internal bleeding cause additional damage. Ghost, what does your text message to the detective say? This is Detective Paul you're sending this to, right?
Yes, it is, because I've got his direct number.
Mm-hmm.
Emergency, life or death, thermo-cult terrorists bombing rock concert. Please send SWAT GPS location attached.
Okay. Let me just roll something. Your phone immediately rings.
I answer it.
Hylar, this better not be some kind of prank.
Absolutely not. I swear to it's really bad. It's really bad.
How do you know this?
we're working the concert right now, and one of my buddies was up in the scaffolding up above the concert, and he saw people up there planting explosives, and one of them shoved a gun in his face. He then fell 100 feet down.
Oh my God.
Yeah, barely survived, okay? We're patching him up right now in the security tent. I told the security guys here, but they are absolutely useless. They don't even carry guns. Detective Paul, this is an emergency.
And can we get an ambulance?
We need an ambulance here, too.
You're
Good call.
going to need to call emergency services for the ambulance. I can put you through in just a second. You gave me your GPS location. Do you happen to know where in that massive facility this is?
Like I said, it was up in the top scaffolding. They were all of the plank walks and stuff like that up there.
All right, well, you stay out of the line of fire and maybe get out of the facility if there are explosives there. I'm going to call site security and see what they're actually doing about this, and we'll be on our way as soon as we can.
We'll start moving towards the front doors.
And he hangs up. Oh, no, sorry. He forwards you to emergency services to summon an ambulance. You don't have to actually RP out that part. You can just...
Okay. We're going to start moving towards the front doors, though, I think. We're going to scooch.
Okay. So as you go to leave, the security guards do absolutely nothing to stop you.
These guys are fantastic.
We totally could have gotten that job.
I'm actually really angry, and I'm hoping that next time we apply for the job, we automatically get it, because all of these assholes are dead.
Well, all of these assholes are sitting around going, how come Phil hasn't reported back from level 4? Like, that's actually what you're going to hear them saying. They're like, Phil hasn't reported back. But none of them are doing anything to, like, follow up on that. There's a couple of them that are like, these teenagers probably just saw, like, an electrical box and thought it was a bomb. Like, they don't believe you even a little bit.
Frustrating. Well, you guys want to Goonies this shit? No. We have somebody very, very, very hurt.
Actually, he's not that hurt anymore. Somebody critical.
I mean, his ribs are still broken.
That's true.
Yeah, but I followed the procedure, so he's obviously ready to go at any moment. I've made it all the way through the full things. His lungs are slightly... I'm still very concerned that the one rib pointing... It's like looking at me, but I do believe that if he puts his shirt back on, he'll be okay. So tell us about these bombs. Where were they? Tubbs. You can breathe a little easier now.
I can breathe a little easier, yes, but you're absolutely right. These these ribs don't belong where they're at. Ambulance is coming, I'm sure, right?
Yes, it was ordered.
Yeah, I just got off the phone with the very nice dispatch lady. She says it's on its way.
All right. Good. Okay. Yeah. I was on the scaffolding, and there were these bombs, and they were. I mean, you guys have seen movies, right? You guys know what a bomb looks like. It's this thing that just got some blinky lights on it with some wires wrapped everywhere. And I could have swore I saw like the traditional red and blue wire coming off the thing, but they were all over the place, or on that scaffolding area, and there was even like a crate with more of them in there. And the guy that was behind me that caught me, he had like one of those robes, those weird robe people that that he had. Oh man, it was just scary. That there was this gun, and I had to get away. But yeah, there's these bombs up there. We gotta get somebody to see these things.
Do you know where up there? Like up there's pretty big. Like there's lots of scaffolding up there.
I only saw them in that one area where I was at. So where we first met up, obviously, 100 feet in the air from there is where I saw them. But they were tied and some kind of tethered to these support beams for this area. It looks like it was gonna cause it to explode and then cause the whole place to cave in and stuff. That's what it kind of looked like.
I just want to point out that your description of blinky lights and wires makes me not judge the cops for not believing you as much.
I know. I'm 18. What can I say?
Perfect description. I've seen those things before.
I'm telling you, man. They were there, and man, it was scary.
Are you certain that you didn't see perhaps like a switch and then a guy was coming around with a mop and you then jumped off of the balcony?
No, there was no mops and nothing like that. And this was definitely a guy with a robe and a gun, and it was a shotgun thing. You know how you see everybody around here. Nobody has guns. This guy had a gun, and I know what a gun looks like. And it was in my face, and there were those bombs there. And we've got to get back to that area. I will show you what I saw.
You don't want to get in the ambulance? You want to go back up there?
No, I got to get in the ambulance first. I'm just, like I said, there's this, this protrusion out of my top of the chest here. I need to get that taken care of, but it's there. Just go back to where I was. But maybe it's better not just to go there. I don't know if those things are going to go off or when they're going to go off.
The Detective Paul told us that we need to get out of here, and you don't look so good.
No, I'm not feeling very good. I'm a little whiter than normal here. This is not good. Like I said, I don't know that I would assume those bombs are probably going to go off during that concert is what I'm going to guess.
You guys are showing way too much caution and maturity for a group of 18-year-olds. I'm just going to point that out.
Yeah, Relics is going to say he fixed your wound. He followed the proper procedure. The med pack has been properly administered. Let's go try to find some bombs.
You don't want the ambulance. That makes perfect sense. We don't have enough money for that.
It's not like we have insurance. Actually, I probably could scrounge around workman's comp. But we need to save the people. I need to make sure that the cult doesn't get blamed for this. Perhaps they should be blamed.
Yeah, I think
that med kit, does it have any like painkillers in there or anything? I mean, like adrenaline or something? I could,
Yes, they're in your body right now. They've been properly administered.
You had a critical success. You've been properly med-kitted.
Okay, so I'm good. I don't look good, but I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I mean, you're still going to have to long-term deal with your injuries, but in the short term, and that's how it works in Traveler, like, you get a critical success like that, you get 6 of your hit points back, which brings you almost back all the way up. And you are able to do the things you immediately need to do. You just have to RP that you're still injured.
All right, okay. Hey, guys, hell with what that cop said. I don't believe him, but I got to show you this. Let's go. I got to show you this, what's going on. This is important. We got to do this now.
look around for like a long pipe, like maybe a piece of scaffolding that wasn't put into place, maybe 3.5 feet long.
Okay. Give me a luck roll.
There's a guy up there with a gun. I'm gonna at least take something that I can hit people with. Oh, I got snake eyes.
You see what you think is a loose pipe. You pull that pipe, and a 2-story section of scaffolding that it was anchoring down starts to collapse, topples back towards the middle, and just careens into all of these boxes, sending people running for their lives. The security guys come running out of the tent like, what the fuck? Oh my god, it's those fucking kids with the hoax. And the security starts running towards you. You have 2 immediate exits available to you. One is to go up the scaffolding ladders, which will take you up to the top, but you have to climb your way up them. The other is to go out the main front entrance.
I'm gonna dash up the ladder.
Okay. Athletic strength. Who else is going with him?
I'm going up the ladder.
I'm going to go. I got to show him what's going on.
All right, that's athletic strength for each of you.
Relics is a 1.5 seconds slower than everybody else, but he goes for it.
I got an 8.
I got a 9.
8.
I got a 2. I'm sorry. Huffing and puffing. I'm trying my best to get up there.
Who rolled the highest?
Me.
How much effect do you have?
1.
1 effect. Okay. Relics is not going to be able to make it the athletics running way up there. That a 2 is not going to cut the mustard on that one. But the rest of you start making your way up. You're probably at the second or third level of 4 levels before you realize the Bwop is not with you. Kizik, you are in a conundrum. Security is hot on your heels. They think that you are not only hoaxing, but now sabotaging the event. Your friends have just, zoinkied up this scaffolding ahead of you. You may try to improvise a solution, or you can try to repeat your check to try to outrun these security guys.
No, Brelix is not going to try to outrun the guys. He's going to turn around and he's going to actively talk to them because he's still the security guys are here to help, and Brelix thinks that he can help them help, or he's just going to get arrested because that's a bad choice.
I will admit, it's not what I had in mind when I said improvise a solution, but it's your character. That's what you think you would do. That's what we'll do. So your character goes to turn and talk to these angry, pissed off security guards that believe you are actively sabotaging.
How many security guards are there?
There are 5 security guards, 2 of them with stun batons.
He goes to turn to them, and then he's going to, because he's seen a topographical map, he knows a hidey hole place, and he's going to try to juke them out and run and hide behind a spot. Still not a thing he's good at, but that's still a better chance than climbing.
Luck roll followed by stealth roll.
That's a +1, 8 for luck.
Okay. So there is a hidey hole.
That's a 6 -3 for a 3 for a hidey hole.
Okay. So they know you're in there. You're not very stealthy. But you're very small, and you picked a hidey hole that's smaller than their roid-enhanced shoulders can fit through at the moment. So you've got all the guards on the grounds pretty much distracted. Let's roll back up to the top. Thodubs, Ghost, and Ronan. Tubbs, Hylar, and Marcus have reached level 3. They see the guards down there as your Bwop friend dives into a very small crevice, and they cannot get through to him.
Guys, I can't leave Brelix alone. I can't do it. I
Yeah.
Turn around and start going back down.
All right, Tubbs, you gotta show me where those bombs are.
All right, so we got to split up. So you're gonna help Relics, and we're gonna take off, and I'm gonna show him where these bombs are.
Okay. You're gonna have to get your bearings up here, so give me a navigate. Oh. It's gotta be Thodubs, because he's the only one who's seen these things. You may use intellect if you have it.
I do. So we have a 9.
Oh, 9's pretty damn good. So Tubbs gets up to the top, immediately sees the curtained area of the scaffolding that the pallet of bombs was in, and kind of crouch sneaks his way over there with Hylar in tow. And right as you get to the curtain and start pulling it back, we switch right over to Marcus, who's reached the bottom of the stairs.
I don't want to go all the way down, from the second level, the lowest level. Is there I'm gonna look around and see if there's a way to, if I can jump down on top of the dudes.
Okay, there is a piece of scaffolding that's above the 5 dudes.
before I jump, I want to look to see if there's a place where I want to jump down, jump into him, smack him, and run off and hide it. Like, so I'm looking for a place where I can basically distract him and then get out and go hide.
Okay. Navigate.
That's my plan. Yeah, this is gonna go horribly bad. Yes. 1.
Okay. Add your -7 to your whatever attack roll you want to use for jumping down from above.
Totally gonna go horrible. Yep, I guess I'm gonna go with melee natural because that's really what I can do. Yeah. At a -7,
I'm gonna give you
Boxcars.
I'm gonna give you a +2 for rule of cool.
So -5. All right.
Realize that this is to cause damage. So
That's not my
either
goal.
way, I feel like you're gonna distract them.
I mean, 8, 7 + 1 -5, 3.
Okay. You do distract them. Because halfway down, you realize this wasn't a great idea. And you can't help but scream, which causes them all to look up. And they all step aside as you basically careen through a set of crates right in the middle. It does cushion your fall. And now it is time to make a decision on what you want to do from here. You 100% have their attention.
I'm gonna run and try to go hide.
Okay.
That's my plan.
Athletics endurance or athletics strength. You can be either really fast or you can outrun them through endurance.
We'll go with really fast.
And now I understand why Shaggy and Scooby act the way they do.
Right?
And whenever I need to run from somebody in all the seasons that we've done this, I feel like my 12 can probably get me moving.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, I need the do 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 noise from the Scooby Doo show. Like your legs just start spinning in like a wheel pattern, and you're out of here. And all of the guards give chase to you, completely forgetting about your Bwop friend. Which brings us back to Kizik.
I'm gonna start more slowly climbing up the ladder.
Okay, so you're going to take your time. Roll me a d6. Just one.
Two.
Okay, it's going to take you 2 rounds to get all the way up to the top, but you don't have to make a roll. Slow and steady. Thodubs. Ghost. Tubbs and Hylar pull back the curtain to look into the area where Tubbs saw this pallet of bombs earlier. And as you pull back the curtain, a graphic scene of several of the security guards in their yellow and black polos are standing around, laying around, their throats slit, sharp objects stabbed through them. There's just a pile of corpses where that pallet used to be. The pallet is gone.
Oh my gosh! This is where the pallet was. But look at these guys.
Oh shit. Okay, so they're guys with robes, murderers now running around. What is following us for, man? What is it? Okay, hold on. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Do any of the stun batons remain?
Give me a luck roll.
Fuck. Hold on.
I got a
My
6.
luck's not great. I got a 5. Nope, I got a 4. 5. Yep, 5.
Nope. You do find 2 pairs of zip cuffs.
I'm gonna pocket one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take the other.
Okay. Is that all you guys want to do in this room?
Yeah, is there any like window or something that we can look out? I want to look for guys in robes.
I mean, yeah, it's literally just scaffolding, and they put like tarps up as curtains over this area. So if you poke your head out, it's like open scaffolding. So you can do a perception check to see if you see these guys.
Come on, don't fail me now. I think I passed this one. I did. I got an 8.
Excellent. Turns out a pallet worth of explosives is a lot of explosives to carry, and the way that they're doing it is they've basically made slings out of tarp, and they're two-manning, like just piles of them. They're running along the scaffolding away from this area. But they're moving pretty slow, and they're bulky because, you know, a lot of weight with them. But you can see now what Tubbs was talking about. These guys are definitely in thermocult robes. And those are, as far as you can tell from, you know, your teenage TV years, those look like bombs. Ronan, you have more or less outrun all of these security guards. They are huffing and puffing, and all the roid rage in the world does not give them the ability to catch a capper snap on rough terrain moving through this area.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Is there a place where I can ascend into the scaffolding?
You can give me either a luck or a navigate.
We'll go with luck because that's way better than navigate.
I'd be looking good any day, right?
How about neither? 6.
Okay, you know, with the 6, you can still find a way up. It's just, it's not going to be able to make it up this turn. You have to run towards it. So you're moving towards a way up on the far side of the arena, which is going to be quite a hike, even at your fast run speed. Kizik, you're still climbing. You got one more turn, unless you want to change tactic.
I'd like to, once I make it to the top, get out my phone and try to find the radio frequency of the guards, the crew, security. But I got to get to the top first.
So radios and phones work on different concepts. There's actually a thing called a point-to-point radio transceiver that's in the central supply catalog. That'd be what the guards use. Your phone would not have this frequency. It's not magic. It can't just tap into any frequency. So even if you have the skill, that's not going to be something your character can do. However, you do know where, well, you as a player, your character doesn't know, but you as a player know where there's a pile of those radios.
Yeah, I still need to use all of my hands to climb because it's scary.
Yep, that's true. All right, Ghost and Thodubs. You guys see these guys running away. What's your next tactic?
Hey, Tubbs, I think I'm going to grab my phone and I'm going to start recording these guys. And I'm going to chase them down, man. But I'm going to try to be sneaky about it.
All right, well, I'm going to come with you. We can both kind of record together, but yeah, I can't leave you alone, man. These guys, they like I said, they might have a shotgun or something like that. We got to watch this, but I'm kind of glad they're moving slow. That kind of helps us to be able to catch up.
All right, so let's go nice and easy, man. I'm going to pull my phone out. I'm going to put it on record, hold it in horizontal mode, and then, try to catch up to them sneaky like.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm going to send out a text message to our other two friends and let them know where we're going and what's going on.
Okay, and these stealth rolls from both of you.
I silent my phone.
I was going to say, if you snake eyes, you're going to forget to turn that flashlight off.
Oh, come on. And snake eyes.
Oh, shit, dude.
All right, well, we'll handle Ghost first. Ghost, what did you roll?
5.
Okay. Good, you both failed. That makes this easier. Because I was tempted to say Thodubs falls from the scaffolding again. So You're busy recording. Thodubs is busy typing out his phone. You stop because one of the guards stops and sees movement and looks directly towards you, and Thodubs runs right into the back of you. In keeping with tradition, Thodubs' phone goes over the side of the scaffolding, off into the abyss. And you guys are definitely spotted. Two of the guards who are running with the guys carrying the explosives start running towards you down the scaffolding. They appear to have stun batons.
Shit, man. So tired of losing my phones.
Forget the phone. We can get another one from a junkyard. We gotta go.
All right, let's get out of here. We got to get out of here. Go fast.
So you're gonna run. So you ran in, and then you ran out. Which really is Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, we really are. We need to set a trap, Tubbs. We need to like pull some pulleys and some ropes and some weights together and maybe a net.
There's an idea.
There needs to be some type of Scooby-Doo montage with us running in and out of doors with them following us. Something like that.
That's this scene. Next scene, we got to set the trap.
Gotcha, okay,
I'm
I see
loving it. So if your evasion is your tactic, go ahead and roll me a strength or endurance athletics check. You're either going to out longevity or outspeed.
Plus one in that, so please, dice, don't fail me. Come
9.
on. 8.
So you both pass. And you're going to have your little montage scene, running in and out of corners as the camera stays still. There's going to be one scene where you're actually chasing the Thermocult guys instead of them chasing you. And we're going to get back to Ronan. So Marcus has gotten to the stairs. You can roll me a athletics check to get up the stairs quickly. 10. Awesome. All right, so you get to the top of these stairs. You're actually in front of two of the Thermocult guys running with a tarp between them. And on it are all these black bricks with the wires and stuff that Tubbs has described to you. And they were running directly towards where you've just come out. So you've come out in front of them on the scaffolding.
Okay, I'm going to they're focusing, their arms are holding up this giant thing of explosives.
Yes, their arms are occupied. Their two escorts have run back to kill your friends.
Which I don't know.
That's correct.
But I'm going to do the best ram thing ever, and lower my head and like it's a scaffolding. I'm going to charge straight at him with the purpose of pushing him off the end because I'm a bad person.
I love every part of it. Give me a melee natural with a +2.
You don't kill him, the ground does.
Ah, there's my snake eyes. So for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm going to tell you what the critical fail is. And you can tell me how it all happens, if you're okay with that, Ronan.
It's going to be awesome.
The critical fail is that your impact causes one of the bombs to go off.
Yes.
Please tell the story.
Alright, so I'm sitting on the scaffolding there, directly in front of me, instant, I don't have a weapon or anything, so my thought is well, I can slam straight into him. I'm gonna go charging down the scaffolding, trying to hit the front guy, but he obviously sees me coming, and he kind of lets go of his thing and kind of, because they've been somewhat trained, steps to the side up against the railing, and kind of grabs my horn and slams me into the explosives, not thinking that they're gonna go off, but because I was moving fast enough to cause enough compression when I hit the outer side of one of the bricks, it compressed and caused the explosion to go off, but not in the open, not having enough force to sympathetically ignite the rest of the bomb. So it explodes, sending us flying, and hopefully not off the edge.
Okay. I'm going to say, for the purposes of me not having to make you immediately roll a new character, that the one modification to that I'm going to make is that it doesn't cause the detonation to happen immediately. Your horn hits the chemical detonator, things mix together, and a second or two later it goes off, meaning it pushes you instead of blows your furry little head off. And you and this guard are flung over the far side as the scaffolding rips apart and the bombs rain down on the 100 feet below as the scaffolding basically just rips apart. You find yourself hanging from the scaffolding. The guard who is attacking you is hanging from your ankle beneath you. And Kizik. Let's talk about Braylax. I'm going to get it right one day, man.
Of course.
I keep wanting to say Braytac, but that's a Stargate thing.
That's exactly what I was trying to say.
I get up, I start to pull out my phone to do the thing that I thought I was going to do, and I hear an explosion.
And see an explosion.
And I see that my best friend for life is the one who charged headlong into that. I immediately am running towards it. I need to save my friend. But I know that I'm not very strong, so I am looking for wires and things, and I'm going to try to get enough wires around him so that I can help him pull himself back up.
Okay, he's about 100 yards away. He's on the opposite side of the hole that's been blown in the catwalk, and there are two paths in front of you, one to the right and one to the left.
I've never been up here, so I can't navigate myself to the fastest one there. I just got to pick quick left or right.
I will let you use navigate if you can tell me what you're using it for. Because you're making the assumption that there's a right and a wrong answer. And while this does affect what happens, it is not a matter of one of these is a success and one of them is a fail.
100 yards in 6 seconds. I'm going to try to get there. I want to find the shorter path.
Okay, roll your navigate.
9, 10, navigates education, 11.
Okay, you would realize that the right path would be shorter, except that there's now a hole in the scaffolding. So the left path is much longer, but you will end up on the same side of the explosion gap as Ronan.
Yeah, can't jump over an explosion. So I do the little shuffle and I jump to the left path and I'm sprinting as fast as I can.
Give me a perception check.
Rolled a 9 minus 3 is a 6.
Okay, you don't see anything. Now let me see if you are seen. Oh shit, well, that dice rolled on the floor. Floor dice don't count, which is fortunate for you because that was a 6. Oh, but it still is. So boxcars on part of the two guys with stun batons mean they see the blop running straight towards them that he doesn't see them. Still have the thug? I do still have the thug one. Alright. Yeah, that's the right one. Okay, let's see. They've got a strength of 8. That's a 0 modifier, right? Yep. And they've got improvised weapon. Oh no, it's not improvised. I got stun baton. Still. Melee unarmed does not help them in this case. 5 plus 0 plus 0. Okay. Oh wait, no, there's 2 of them. 7 plus 0, which means that they both miss. The one that rolled a 7 is probably close enough that Braylex can hear the whistle of the stun baton as it whizzes past his head, and realizes that the two guys in thermocult robes just tried to smack him with stun batons as he tried to sprint towards saving his friend through the middle of the montage that Ghost and Thodubs were doing. So, Tubbs and Hylar, your montage has completed. What do you do? Braylex has literally just run between you and the bad guys.
Well, it was going to be trap time, but I don't think that's going to happen now. because an explosion has gone off and Brelex is back in this.
Well, I will say this. At least I know that those are bombs, and that is a real bomb. At least it wasn't something that I made up in my head. It did go boom.
Yeah, you're vindicated. Good job.
I like how he's
Right.
like, I was really starting to question it, but I didn't want to tell anybody. I'd come too far.
I was invested.
Well, I want to do some damage to one of these guys. Who's the closest one?
Okay. They both have stun batons. They're both pretty much equidistant. They just took a swing at Braylax, and they missed miserably. They don't seem like they're used to using stun batons or shock sticks or whatever they're called.
I want to try to hit one in the back of the head with my elbow, like
Okay.
an elbow drop.
Yeah.
Oh.
Melee unarmed.
Fudge. I have a 0 in melee unarmed, but I rolled a 5, and I have a 1 in strength 6.
Okay. Swing and a miss. You don't fall off the edge or anything. So, it's not a terrible miss. Tubbs. What does Tubbs do?
So, from my recollection, we're still on the scaffolding, right?
Yeah.
All right. So there is some cabling that's there. I'm going to grab it and just do like a swing and foot kick across. So, I mean, I'm going to be on the scaffolding still, but kind of swinging with the scaffolding to kick one of them, like just kind of ram them.
What is this cabling connected to?
Is connected to the top of the scaffolding.
Well, I mean, what is the purpose? Is it for suspending lights? Is it a, sound cable? Is it what is it that you're swinging from?
No, fair enough. It's connected to some lighting that is actually some, that big, thick industrial lighting that's to the top of this thing.
Okay, so you're pulling out the cable from its lighting end and you're swinging on it.
Yes.
Okay. So it's a power cable then.
Could be signal as well with those lights.
Well, I was going to say power signal, or it could just be what's the cable that's holding it up.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Guy
a
wire.
support cable. It's a support cable. It's not electrical or anything like that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your dexterity check to do your swing.
We're doing great.
These dice, dude. These dice are killing us.
Almost
So I got a
literally.
6.
Okay. So you disconnect this cable and you go to do your swing and you realize as you're doing the swing that you are suddenly moving up very, very quickly as the counterweight that was counterweighting the other light is much heavier than you are. You are rocketing towards the top of the ceiling of the scaffolding area. And
Can I use my dexterity to let go?
I was going to ask, hold on. You have choices here. Hang on, let go. Anything else you want to try, you name it. But you are very rapidly being pulled towards a razor sharp pulley above you.
So I am being pulled straight up, which means I'm still over the scaffolding.
That's correct. There's still scaffolding beneath you. That doesn't guarantee you're going to hit it if you let go.
Okay, so I'm going to obviously go off the idea that I'm smart enough to know not to hold on to this thing all the way up. So I'm going to let go of this thing a lot sooner than it would have carried me too high.
Do you want me to force a roll for that, or do we just want to say you're in the air and you're going to let go?
Force a roll. What do you mean?
I mean, you just made an assumption. I'm smart enough. I totally would do blah. Well, that generally is a check. Or you can just say, I let go. We can roll that part.
Yeah, it's just a let go.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll your dexterity check, which I think is probably the better of the two checks you would have done.
Nice.
There you go. Okay. With a 10.
So 12.
Oh, a 12, even better. Okay, so with the 12, you're definitely going to land on the scaffolding. I will give you an opportunity if you want to risk potentially falling off the scaffolding. I will give you a luck roll to land on one of the adversaries.
Do it. It can't
So-
go wrong. I tried it before. It works great.
So you're giving me a luck roll to see if I can land on one of the bad guys.
No. You have a choice. You can absolutely choose to safely land on the scaffolding, no roll. Or you can make the luck roll to see if you can hit one of the bad guys, and if you fail it, you go off the edge of the railing.
No, I'm going to go with the safety on that. I'm not going to do that.
Okay. You
Where's your sense of adventure?
Yeah, it's going with my ribs sticking out of my freaking chest.
it was a high risk, high reward scenario, and I don't blame you for making the not high risk thing. But it would have been really cool had you passed that luck roll.
Oh, it would have been awesome.
So you come to you intend for it to be like a superhero landing, but it's really more like your knees come up way faster and you smack yourself in the chin, but you're okay. All right. All the way back to the Cappersnap. Arcus.
All right. The first thing I'm going to do is... so the guy's holding on to one of my legs, correct?
Indeed. And he is... you don't need any special psychology roll. He is pissing his pants terrified. He's looking down. He's trying to climb up your leg. He's a full-blown panic mode.
Well, I'm a Cappersap, so I have hoofs, which there's not a lot to hold on to. And I'm going to use my other hoof, and I'm going to smash his hand to get him to let go.
Melee natural, I believe. I think a hoof is a natural weapon.
Stop kicking yourself. Stop kicking yourself.
Just don't kick yourself. Well, I haven't got the snake eyes yet. We'll see. Well, that's a good start. 9, 10.
Okay. You just nail this guy in the face with one of your hooves, and it's like getting smacked in the face with a hammer. And his face explodes into blood, and he lets go and falls to his death. You watch the whole thing. It almost is in slow motion as you realize you've just killed a person, probably for the first time.
I'm a bad person.
Kizik.
I don't even get to see him have like a good face, like in the fall because I crushed it.
I mean, there is a stream of blood, like anime style, following him down. Like the blood somehow doesn't fall as fast as he does. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I'm a bad person.
Brelix is running as fast as he can. He heard the crackle of a stun baton as it missed the top of his head. Like, didn't even, like, blinders were on because Marcus is hanging for his life, just got exploded, doesn't know anything. As he's running, he's trying to scoop up just whatever power cables or, like, speaker cables, anything that he could unplug and wrap around a pole and then lean over the edge and try to wrap it around Marcus's horn so that he can't fall to his death.
Okay, first thing, any type of athletics check, I know that you're bad at them, to determine how long it takes you to get there. You're not going to fall or anything.
Dexterity. I'm bending, I'm twisting. I rolled a 4, I got a 4.
Okay. So you're going to have, like, out of your 6-second round, 1 second to do something when you get there. I will still allow you to, like, reach down and try to grab him.
Yeah. I sprint there. I'm, like, thinking of all of these things. I try to pick up a wire. It's still plugged in. So I'm like, oh, man. And I just keep running. And I'm now at the edge, reaching over with all of my hand. Like, my tail is back, holding on to a pole. It's not prehensile. It can't actively do that. But I'm trying to balance and give my best friend as much help as I possibly can.
Okay. What we're going to do mechanically is when we get back to Ronan's round, he's going to have to pull himself up, and he's going to get a boost for your help. And Tubbs and Hylar. Hylar, you made an amazing elbow drop onto a piece of railing right behind a guard. And Thodubs, you did what you thought was going to be an awesome superhero landing, only to land and smack your knee into your own chin.
But in our heads was cooler than that. This time, instead of an elbow drop, I'm going to try to grab this guy and pitch him off the edge of the scaffolding.
Ooh, grapple check. I like. That's an opposed roll. So the dice will be the ultimate decider. So go ahead and make it's a melee unarmed check.
Goodbye, Hylar.
No, I don't think that's going to happen. Even if you rolled snake eyes, and you didn't. He rolled snake eyes. So
Good to know the dice hate them too.
Yeah, made the dice forever in my favor.
so let me do I'm going to do the math anyway. You tell me what your actual score is. Technically, that gives him a 3.
Strength, right?
Yeah, well, you can use strength or dexterity for melee grapple checks.
Okay, good. That's good to know.
It's the same for you.
It's 5. Yeah, it's 5 total for me.
Okay. You may choose one of two options. Now, you already said you want to throw him over the edge, and you may do that if you want to risk him grab a hold of you. So technically, you need a 4 to throw him cleanly. You only have a +2. I'll still let you do it, but I'm going to give him a roll to grab a hold of you as you try to throw him over the edge. What you can do with +2 cleanly is disarm him.
Yeah, I'll take the stun baton away from him.
Okay. Now, to be clear, when I say disarm, it's going to be on the ground. But
yeah, I don't have it yet, right? But it's a
but
good,
you can get it out of his hand. Okay. Absolutely. You can do that cleanly. You don't need any additional roll, and he doesn't get a chance to do anything about it. So he loses his weapon, and then you've got him pinned up against the railing, and you're trying to push him towards over it, but nowhere near good enough. Tubbs, what are you going to do? There's still one more adversary who's looking at his friend. There's a stun baton laying on the ground, probably 3 feet away, and probably 3 feet beyond that is a pissed off adversary.
I'm going to go for the stun baton and actually go after the adversary that's closest to me.
The adversary closest to you is the one that Hylar is trying to push over the edge. They're between you and the other guy. But you can go help him if you want.
Gotcha. I would like to go help Hylar. I don't want to use the baton, though, because I don't want to shock both of them.
Okay.
But I do want to help Hylar.
So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, you can't take an action if you pick up that baton. Because you have to move, and you have to... Like, it's 2 minor actions that you're using up. You only get 1, and an action and a major action, so...
Yeah, I gotcha. So, yeah, I'm definitely not going to... I'm not going to pick up the baton. I'm just going to go help Hylar.
Okay. So he's grappled. Give me a melee unarmed.
That's cool.
You can cock dice.
It's a 4. It's a 4 and a 2. Great thing about Tabletop Simulator is you highlight it.
That was so cool.
And it tells you.
Oh, I just like the fact that it was cocked. I think that was just awesome.
So that's a 6.
Okay, 6 minus a 3 is 3, and then I'm using dexterity, I would assume. So 5.
You can use dexterity, yeah. Okay. It's an opposed roll, but he's already... So you know what? What I'll do is I'll give him a Bane dice, because he's already engaged with Ghost. So I'm going to roll 3. He gets the lowest 2.
Oh, we're engaged?
You say that to
And
him?
you didn't even know it.
So... Nope, he's going to turn around, and he is going to just throat punch Thodubs.
Oh, no.
For 2 damage.
Oh,
good. He got me freak.
He's got the wild man look in his eyes, too. Like, he knows he's in a fight for his life. I don't know if any of you have ever encountered that before, but there's like a distinct look.
Oh, yeah.
And that's going to bring us around to Marcus.
Yeah. So I'm hanging on the grating, right?
You
That's
are.
my understanding. Okay.
I've lost track of which turn we're. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah. So, yeah, with Brelax there, and like it's grading, so it'd be easier to climb than like climbing a rope. I'm gonna start trying to climb up and have Brelax help me out.
Yep, take your boost dice.
Really?
That 3 helped.
It did. So drop the 1, and luckily I have 1 in strength for a total of 8.
You pull yourself up onto the scaffolding with Relaxed.
Yeah.
Nice.
Relax, you helped save your friend's life. You helped. The dice said so. What would you like to do?
Best friend.
I
Good
appreciate
job.
it.
I've now pulled my friend back up. I'm now going to turn around and assess the situation for the first time and see Hylar grapple pushing a guy against a wall. See Tubbs just get throat punched. I don't know if that. Yeah, I see Tubbs get throat punched and go, ooh, that's not good.
Okay, I want you to roll a perception check.
It's going to be good. Oh, that's actually good. 9 minus 3 is still 6.
It's not that good. Okay, you don't see it.
Don't see anything. Fred's friend just pulled him back up. Other friend, Hylar, another one of my great friends. We spent the life together. He's actively fighting somebody in a thing, and there's a guy with a stun baton who's looking towards him. I have the sneak attack advantage. This is not a good plan in any way, shape, or form, but I'm now saving all of my friend's life. I'm going to go try to just trip him. Yeah, I'm going to try to just jump on his back.
All right, so a couple things. First off, you don't see the guy with the stun baton. Second off, it's like a football field distance of scaffolding between you and these guys in that fight. You could do another athletics roll to try to sprint all the way back to them, but it'll take the whole round.
Cool. So I thought we were a lot closer.
No,
The
you
scale
guys are
was
miles
off.
away. That's why I made you make the athletics roll last time.
Nobody's got one of the things. I'm going to use my big brain, and there's speakers up here, and those speakers have power, and I've got a phone. I'm going to try to tap my phone into one of those speakers to make a bunch of noise and try to get security up here.
I think security might be headed up here already with the explosions
I
and the
know. I'm gonna
caved-in skull.
dead
I mean,
body down there.
At least I would hope they would be up here.
I don't know. With this security, you never know.
I mean, they may be running the other way.
Bad idea again. I'm going to start running back towards my friends. I can't make it that far, but I'm going to go for it.
Go ahead and give me athletics rolls just to see how long it takes you. Oh, maybe you can. How much of a negative do you have? Is it? Uh-oh.
I'm still.
So I don't know what happened.
Yep, we just lost Kizik.
Oh no.
Kizik, can you still hear us in chat?
I am on my phone, my PC blue screened.
Oh.
Oh no. Shit, dude.
It's been a day. Did I successfully run?
I asked you how much your negative was, because that was a good roll. That was a 9.
My
9 on the dice.
dexterity is 0. My
But no-
strength or endurance is -2.
And you don't have an athletics roll.
I do have an athletics roll.
Oh, no, then it's straight
Just
0.
no-
Well, then that's a 9. So yeah, you totally like you're gonna make it over there on the next turn.
That's awesome.
While you figure your PC out, we're gonna go over to Tubbs and Hylar.
I pull out my dew claws because real recognize real, and this is a fight to the death. Snick.
Do it.
And then hopefully actually hit this guy with my Cosmo Wanda dice. Come on. Yeah!
He's so excited.
We got to roll.
I rolled an 11. Yeah.
Give me your full check and then roll your damage.
Well, it's a 12 total.
Okay. That's +4 on your damage.
Yeah. What's the damage on the dew claw?
I'm pretty sure that it is. It should have been in the core handbook. It's part of your character sheet.
Okay, sorry. Yep.
Hold on, I'll look it up real fast. I think it's a D6 though.
Oh well, I rolled a 6 plus 4.
That might
10.
That might be dead. All Aslan have a Dew Claw, which can be extended to make for a vicious close combat weapon. The Dew Claw uses melee natural skill and does 1d plus 2 damage.
Oh, that's even better. 12 damage.
You also have heightened senses. Aslan have better night vision, hearing, sense of smell than humans. They receive a DM plus 1 to any recon and survival checks they have to make.
Oh, I gotta write that down.
Yeah, that recon one is very important. Yeah, so what's that? You said that's 12 damage?
It's 12 damage, yeah.
Okay, so, are you still on the throw him over the edge train?
No, at this point, when he looked back at my buddy, and there was fear in his eyes, and we both, we got into this struggle for life and death, this became, I whip my dew claw out, and I stab it under his chin, and I hold it there, and I struggle, hold and, feel him struggle until he stops struggling.
Okay, so here's the deal. You have incapacitated but not killed him. He is unconscious from this attack you've made, but he is not dead. However, because he is unconscious and in your hands and your dew claws are right there, you could coup de grace, and I'll consider it a free action.
I look at Tubbs, and I coup de grace him.
All right, you ripped this guy's throat out. I need to make a roll real quick. Ooh. Okay. You hear a, oh shit, from about your 7 o'clock.
Do I see anybody there?
No. But you are going to feel something in just a second.
Oh, shit.
Let's see. That is an 8 on the nose. Just made the check. It's 2d stun damage. Okay, so that's 5 stun damage. Stun damage goes against your intellect score. And when it hits 0, you're unconscious. Okay?
I'm sorry, how much stun damage?
5.
Shit. Okay.
Okay, so blam on the back, zzz, you've gutted this guy in front of you, and now there's electricity coursing through the back of your skull. Tubbs, you have watched this other guard that you had kind of previously ignored come up with his stun stick and try to save his friend, be a hair too late, and then he's hit your friend Hylar in the back of the head with the stun stick. The smell of burning kitty hair is just as bad as burning cat hair or burning dog hair. And that's what you smell as you look at this scene going on.
All right, so if I see this scene, I'm still not that far away from the stun baton that is on the ground, or not ground, but on the rafting area where I'm standing.
Yep,
I'm going to grab that
Okay.
and jab the guard with it.
Okay. Give me a melee. I think it's bludgeon. Let me double check. Doesn't say. I'm going to rule that it's... Oh, yep, it does say bludgeon. So give me a melee bludgeon check. With melee attacks, you may use strength or dexterity modifiers.
Okay, we rolled a natural 10, dexterity of 2, so 12.
Yeah!
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I think I take a negative to that. I apologize. So it's actually 9. I apologize.
It's still a +1 to your damage. Roll 2d +1.
$2D is 9, +1 is 10.
Holy shit. All right, well, his intelligence is only 5. So you knock him straight the fuck out. Like, you hit him under the chin with this thing, and his eyes, like, glow as this thing lights him up, and he flies backwards.
Night. Sleep tight.
Poke my friend with a stick, I'll tell you.
Okay. All right. So these two guards are down. The scene calms for a moment. You guys see off in the distance on scaffolding the other baddies running around. Some of them have abandoned the explosives and are just running for the exits. Others are frantically trying to slap the explosives on every support pillar they can. Just as you realize that they've probably done enough to bring the scaffolding down, you see a guy in a high priest robe, which only really Relax would probably understand, come out there and hold up this staff that's it's a remote for the bombs. Like, it's an amalgamation of different technologies, but it's been designed like a religious staff. And he holds it up, and just as he opens his mouth to say some, melodramatic thing, an air raft swoops in from the top, and stun bolts just start rippling in automatic fire from this thing and start just rippling through as the SWAT team has arrived and is stunning everyone on the top scaffolding. They hit this guy with like 14 stun bolts. They're also going to shoot at you guys, so everyone roll me. Well, if you choose to try to evade the stun bolts, you may roll me dexterity. You do not have to choose to evade the stun bolts.
And I choose to evade the stun bolt by dropping on my face and putting my hands behind my back?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
That's the dive for cover strategy. Relics. Excuse me.
I am treating that as dive for cover, yes.
So what are we truing this that you evade as being a dexterity thing, or?
Yeah, if you're just trying to dodge it, then you just use dexterity. You don't have to. You may also choose to either do what Ronan's character Marcus did and, basically hug the deck and put your hands on the back of your head, or you can just stand there and get stun bolted.
No, I already rolled for evade, so I just wanted to make sure I was adding the right thing. So I've got a 10.
Okay.
8.
Relics is going to lay on the floor.
Okay. If you're laying on the floor, you don't actually have to roll. That's actually an auto pass.
I evaded with a 9.
Okay. Those of you, which is Tubbs and Hylar, that have evaded the incoming stun bolt fire, I imagine that Hylar evaded by hiding behind the corpse of the guy he's killed.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Obviously, the police are trying to secure the area, and if you keep moving around...
When I make that realization, I'm going to drop the unconscious guy in front of me. I'm going to put my hands up and put my Dewclaw away.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to drop my my caliprod thing and hands up on my knees type thing.
Be clear, Ghost. That guy's not unconscious. You said you could egg-rot him.
Yep.
He's dead as a doornail.
He's dead as a doornail.
No, I think he's
sleeping.
He's sleeping. That's it.
Yeah. There's a fountain of blood running off the scaffolding, pouring on the ground below from 100 feet up. It's like raining blood beneath you.
Oh, is it a metal concert later?
It is a metal concert later.
They'd love that. It's raining blood.
All right. So narratively, the SWAT team moves around, secures everyone. They secure all 4 of you and take you back to the precinct. There's a ton of thermal cult guys being rounded up. There's a bomb disposal squad coming in and securing it. Yeah, we get a montage of various officers coming in and investigating, and eventually, Hylar specifically, because you're the one who called him, Detective Paul enters the holding cell that you're being held in.
Detective Paul, did you bust everybody? That was awesome. SWAT got there just in time. You did great. That was really awesome.
Hylar, yeah, I gotta say, I was very skeptical at first. I didn't think that this was going to be a real call. But you turned out to be completely on the nose. I just have a couple of follow-up questions. It's not going to be a comfortable subject, son. Why don't you sit down?
I'd take a seat.
So the individual that you were fighting with for your life, and he kind of like emphasizes that last point just a little bit.
Nodding, yes. Mm-hmm.
You killed him with your dew claws. I'm assuming that's what happened. Why don't you tell me the details?
Well, my friend Tubbs and I, Tubbs was right there with me. We were being attacked by two of those robed guys, and I got kind of like in a grappling maneuver with one of them, and I could see it in his eyes, man. He was not going to let me go or let Tubbs go, and we were scared. I've never done anything like that before, and the thing the other day with the McDuffs, and I didn't want to die, and they had bombs and guns, and I killed him. I don't know really how I feel about it right now. I'm kind of numb.
Is Tubbs there with him or no?
No, it's one-on-one. They don't do these interrogations with other people there.
Okay, I didn't know if we were in a cell or something. Sorry.
Yep. So Detective Paul's nodding and he's writing some stuff down. He's like, so you didn't feel like you had any other choice? It's nodding with you.
Yes, I nod along with that. I didn't feel like I had any other choice.
All right. Well, it sounds like it's a case of self-defense to me. Your friend Marcus had a similar situation. They've already ruled that a unfortunate accident rather than a case of self-defense. So the four of you will be being released within the hour. There's a representative from the venue that would like to speak to you before you leave. I believe they want to thank you for your contributions. You gentlemen have had a hell of a week, and I suggest you try to stay out of trouble.
Yes, sir. We kind of stumbled into it. I don't know. I'm sorry.
You didn't do anything wrong. Just, no. Be careful. And he closes his little notebook pad. And he steps out of the room and the door's open and another police officer shows up and he's like, please come this way. And he leads you out to a waiting room where they've already got the rest of your party gathered and they're doing outtakes, so they're handing you all your stuff back. Though, Dubs, you get your phone back. It's very, very broken. But someone found your phone. They hand you back your broken phone.
Oh gosh, well, gee, thanks. I'll give this. I'll see if anybody can fix it, or I'll just throw it out.
You guys want to talk to each other about what just happened?
Yeah, can we leave the police station first? Maybe go get a cup of coffee.
Not in the. Yeah, let's go to our favorite coffee place.
On your way out the door, there
here
is a representative from the venue, the rock venue.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, sorry.
That is just standing there waiting patiently to talk to you guys.
Detective Paul told me that this guy from the venue wanted to maybe say thank you. We should go to see him first.
I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to.
No, it's totally. I thought I was going to get yelled at, really, and then I was like, maybe he will say thanks. So I was, yeah. So, guys, do you guys want to go maybe talk to this guy?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
100%.
So you go and talk. It's the same guy that actually asked Bralex if he would talk down the Thermocult people. And he's like, well, gentlemen, I got to say, we knew they were upset. I had no idea they were going to do that. And yet somehow, even though you were hired for simple labor, you ended up doing what our own security people couldn't do. Just incredibly grateful that you put yourselves on the line and chose not to save yourselves, but rather to save everybody else. Because if that scaffolding had come down, hundreds of people would have died. I mean, obviously it would have been much worse if it happened when the stadium was full, but even if you had just left and they detonated it right then, I mean, all the workers, all the security people would have died. So, I'm not authorized to pay incredible sums of money that I think you deserve. But I do have some extra discretionary funds, and I want to give you guys a little bit of extra pay. Also, here are 4 free tickets to the venue. If you want to come see the show when it comes out, I just can't thank you guys enough. You really, I mean, you could have saved yourselves, and you chose to help everyone else, and I think that is incredibly noble of you guys.
That's great. We thank you. How much is it?
4,000, middle of the table.
Sorry, I wasn't looking there. Sweet.
Dude, I think we could pay our rent.
We can get a car, you guys.
We can build a car, perhaps. Thank you, Mr. Person. I don't know if I want to go back to that venue again. Do you guys? Thank you for the money. I'm so happy that we did the right thing. We made sure everybody was safe, and thank you.
You guys are going to go to your local coffee shop. I'm going to take a quick bio break. You guys can talk about whatever things you want to talk about while you're on your way to the coffee shop. When I get back, a reporter is going to approach you in the coffee shop, try to ask you some questions about it.
So we better have our goddamn story straight. We don't know nothing. We didn't see nothing. Don't tell them our names.
We weren't even there, you know?
I'm gonna also go use the facilities.
You're gonna have to
be careful.
Not let them talk to Brelix.
You're gonna have to go excuse yourself to go to the bathroom.
Oh man, but if I don't need to go to the bathroom, I'm going to say I'm going to leave right now because I don't want to speak with you, and I will be in the bathroom now.
I'm gonna have to feed you a lot of fluids so that you actually have to go.
Oh man, were you drinking water in the facility and the prison that we were in? I didn't touch anything.
It was kind of clean. It wasn't that bad. I saw a guy throw up on the floor, though. That was weird.
That's gross.
He made eye contact with me and everything. It was very creepy.
I stood perfectly still and I counted the seconds down until somebody came to get me. I knew, advocate-wise, that we were completely in the clear, and we would probably get handsomely rewarded. But the state of that, I could smell so much dried blood. There was shit everywhere. I think that there was cum on my pillow.
Detective Paul and I had a talk because I I killed a guy. It was in, Tubbs was there. Tubbs could tell you it was completely self-defense, but
yeah, he saved my life.
I was scared, and really, I don't really know how I feel about killing him, but it's just something that I'm gonna have to live with, maybe. Yeah, I could. He stopped struggling. That was a feeling, man.
It was life or death. I sprinted faster than I've ever sprinted before because I saw that my friend Marcus was exploded. It was absolutely ridiculous. And I finally made it over to him, and I pulled him up, and then I was running back to see you, and then the police were there.
Yeah, I think I heard you before when you said your best friend, Marcus. which is kind of strange because you've told me before that I'm your best friend.
I mean, close friend, best friend, those are all just different. I mean, it's very difficult to make friends as a blob, and I'm so grateful to have the three of you as friends, very close and best of all.
But there's only one best friend, right? There's
Now-
only
now Tubbs
like
is in the running.
logically. Yeah, when was Tubbs in the running? When was Tubbs at all in this? You said best three friends. You can have one best friend.
We have lived together for quite some time now, and I'm very fond of you, and Marcus and I have known each other for even longer, and I'm very fond of Marcus, and Marcus has always got my back, and Marcus jumped from nowhere into 5 fully security guards and then ran off, and I might have abandoned him and just to climb up to try to find, I might be a bad friend as myself. Maybe I deserve no best friends.
That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that you have 3 good friends and roommates, and we're gonna get through this. You know, we have some money now. We have reduced rent. Let's get our shit on track.
Yes, let's invest heavily and try to live off of the capital gains. Or no, let's be more rash. Let's build a car. Let's become bounty hunters, because it does feel good to save. He said we saved hundreds of people today.
I gotta tell you, I do feel fantastic for that. I feel like a goddamn hero. Do you feel like that?
I crushed a dude's skull.
Yeah, I stabbed a man through the throat.
And I battering rammed a giant pile of explosives.
We also
cool
did.
night.
Yeah, we did that without, like proper weapons and gear, which, man, proper weapons and gear would be sweet.
Tubbs fell 100 feet
Which
onto a stage 20 feet in front of us.
we should probably take him to the hospital or something. He's still got broken ribs.
Yeah, that was not fun, but but yes, and I'll feel it definitely, but definitely cool.
Oh, my mute button was on. I apologize. So, a reporter, an obvious reporter garb, little piece of paper says press tucked in his hat, walks up and is like, "Gentlemen, I don't know if I'm approaching the right group of people. Are you the 4 teenagers that helped uncover the Thermocult plot to destroy the arena?"
I'm sorry, the what?
Thermocult plot? At the Cold Revival Arena? Maybe that wasn't you.
No, it doesn't sound familiar. We're the 4 teenagers that deliver things for the pizza shop that sells pineapple cone pizza.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just looking for it. Do you know? I heard that they hang out here, and I was just trying to get an interview. And do you know who they are? Do you know where I could find them?
I feel bad above table here that I'm doing this. I mean, does everybody say, does anybody else want to talk to this guy?
I'm good with it.
Force-fed Brelix a bunch of drinks, and Brelix will say, "I need to go to the bathroom right now." As Marcus is actively pushing him out of the way.
Above table, I think I don't know if it's a great idea to talk to the press and get our names out there. We could become big damn heroes, and maybe this could become a big opportunity to get our names out there and get things done. So this could be a good opportunity. I don't want to squander this by being oh, we don't want to really talk to anybody because could be a bad idea.
I kind of like the anonymity. I think it's a good idea, just not to. I'm not big into talking to the press either.
I think it's a big enough venue that we're not going to escape the press. We may get this guy off of us this time, but there's plenty of witnesses. There's plenty of, cops and SWAT teams that know who we are. Like, I don't think we're hiding from this.
So, I'm sorry to bother you guys if not who I'm looking for. I enjoy your drinks, and he starts wandering around the cafe, talking to other people around your age, trying to find the people that he's looking for.
Whew. I think we should go talk to him. Like, there's not a lot of Caprasap, Bwop, Aslan, human, like, groups of people hanging out. Like, really think they're gonna figure it out pretty quick here.
Yeah, we might stand out in a crowd. It's true.
Well,
I'm gonna
above table metagame. If you guys really do want to do bounty hunting, one of the things you must have is a reputation score. And I'm just going to throw that out there because two people have said, hey, let's go be bounty hunters. And if you've actually read the bounty hunting book I provided, you'll know that your reputation score is a vital component to being a bounty hunter.
Makes sense.
Yeah. If that's the case, I say we do it.
Yeah, and anonymity, I can't talk tonight, is great if you're trying to be anonymous. There's nothing anonymous about bounty hunters.
All right. When Relax gets back from the bathroom, maybe we'll have him talk.
Yep, we'll wave him over when he gets back.
Hey, Relax, buddy. I want you to go talk to that guy, and I want you to be as honest as you can be.
I mean, what would I have to be deceptive about? I was going to tell him anything anyway, but you told me that I must use the bathroom. And then I drank 3 teas, which, oh my, is doing a number on my caffeine level. I can see colors for the first time. Whoa, that's amazing. Excuse me, Mr. Reporter, over here. I'd like to speak with you.
Shit, he loaded up on caffeine first. We're gonna have to jump in on this conversation, guys.
Hi. Did you see the people I need? I'm Jarvis, by the way. Jarvis Frax. You may have heard my my specials. I do special 1-hour exposés on, various events within the city.
What would I have to roll to actually have heard those things?
You may choose whether or not your character has heard of it, unless you want it to be random, in which case you roll whatever you want.
I'm going to roll an education to see if I can... Because, local news might be right up a Wop's alley. That's a 10 plus
That'll
1, that's
do
an 11.
You're a big fan.
I instead of saying, hey, Mr. Rotor, come over here, I say, hey, oh, man, you told me his name, and I was
Jarvis
when you said it.
Jarvis Frax.
Excuse me, Mr. Frax. Jarvis. Oh, can I call you Jarvis?
Sure.
Yes. So I was told that I needed to go to the bathroom so that we could try to maintain some anonymity, but we've now decided that we don't need to maintain anonymity. I have extreme details about everything that happened during the, what did you call it? You called it the Thermocult. Oh, you're going to have a great name for that, wouldn't you? The Thermocult subplot to destroy and bomb the
Cold Revival Arena. That's pretty close to what I was going with.
Yes. So anyway, we were hired to be just local guides, not local guides, but like the labor people. And I'm clearly not the best suited up, but my compatriots here are great at lifting heavy things. Anyway, we were asked to try to make some peace with the local thermocult, and they were not receptive to hearing any of the verses in the positive spin as they would use to cleanse the arena after the event was over. They didn't want to use any of the other things, and I go on and on for 15 minutes just discussing the different verses that I use to try to describe them.
Jarvis very patiently waits for you to get through this, obviously experienced with bops. He has an entertained smirk the whole time, And he is recording everything you're saying.
Ooh, am I socially adept? No, I'm just super happy that somebody's sitting listening to every single thing that I'm saying, and I've been told by my friends, and I'm hopped up on tea. I'm just going to keep talking and keep on talking, and eventually I'm going to say, my friend Tubbs here was the first to undiscover the event. He was caught and was trapped and was dangerously had a gun pointed straight at him, and he rolled off of the scaffolding and fell down. The police, no, not the police, but the security there, they were doing their best to try to do it, but they couldn't get anybody to report back in. And we, after I applied a medic pack following the proper procedures as one must to try to mend broken ribs from a 100-foot fall, we decided that we should try to help locate these bombs, because we didn't think that anybody else was coming. It was just us versus the thermocult, and we didn't want everybody to die. We didn't want them to hide it so that it was going to go and blow up on the entire concert and the entire venue. And we didn't know if they had known that they were about to be exposed. And as we continued to climb up, my friends did, and at any time anybody can actively nudge me up, because I will just continue to talk for the next 5 hours, and I'm going to give every single detail that you guys have ever given to me, including that I killed a man and I don't know how much I feel about it. This is above table, Mr. Hylar.
I understand. You can totally say all that.
Excellent. I describe everything with excruciating detail to a guy who's actively recording all of the things.
Kizik, please give me, with a +2 for your amazing roleplay of a BWOP, a diplomacy or carouse social check.
Uh, 8 + 2 - 3 is a 7.
Okay. Tubbs is the first person that Jarvis is going to move to after Kizik. And he's going to say, Mr. Tubbs, I understand that you were the first one to discover the plot. Can you please tell me, in your own words, what happened there?
Well, kind of stumbled on it by accident, actually. I was just hired to do some work. While I was doing work, I saw some of those thermocult guys with the robes walking around, and I was like, oh, that's a little weird since they're here and they probably don't like this place. So I decided to go check out where they came from, and scurried up some scaffolding to kind of look around, and that's when I noticed there was a bunch of bombs. They were all kind of strapped up to everything, and I'm like, this isn't good. And then kind of turned around, and one of these thermocult guys, with their robes on, had some kind of weird looking shotgun pointed at my face, and that's when I kind of jumped forward off the scaffolding and narrowly made it and fell in front of my friends, where they took care of me from there.
Oh my god, you jumped off the scaffolding. That's amazing. Good ups. Give me a +2 diplomacy or carouse check.
Okay, we're going to use carouse. So we rolled a 9, and what characteristic am I
Social.
using? So that gives me 10.
Okay. Oh man.
You had a +2.
Oh yeah, sorry, there was a +2 in there. So yeah, nope, you're right. So
12.
correct. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
That brings us to a +3 so far. All right. Jarvis walks over to Hylar. Mr. Hylar, I understand you had a really intense encounter on the platform. I understand that you may be feeling a little emotional right now, so if you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to, but I'd really like to get your take on the intense moments that happened up there on the scaffolding, if you're willing to talk about it.
It's not easy to take someone's life, and for Aslan especially, it needs to be honorable. Taking a life without honor or cause is taboo. But we were there facing certain death, and the prospect of saving hundreds of people hadn't even really crossed our minds. I wanted to save my friends and myself, so I did what had to be done. But I think my friend Relax might have done it a little different, and I might feel a surge of pride, that I can survive, but I think I'll be haunted, because I don't know if I'm becoming something I never wanted to be.
All right, Ghost. Same check, +2 for your role play. Social plus carouse or diplomacy.
Hey, I rolled a 9. I don't have any of that other social stuff. So it's a -3. I got a 6.
+2.
8.
Okay, so no change there. Marcus. Jarvis walks over to you and he's like, Marcus, Mr. Hedvig, I understand that you were hanging for your life after an explosion ripped part of the scaffolding apart. Would you be willing to share your experience with me, please? Or is it just not something you'd like to talk about?
I don't know that there's really much to say. We tried to warn everybody, but nobody listened to us.
The security guards wouldn't listen to you? So you alerted everyone to the danger and they ignored you?
Yeah, I mean, we even had Tubbs fall in front of everybody and had broken ribs, and they still ignored us. And then the security guards tried to, we tried to get up there to look, but we were being chased by security guards, and then I looked back and Bralex was behind and being chased by security guards, and I kind of just blacked out there because nobody hurts my friend. So I jumped off the railings to try and make sure that nothing happened to Bralex, and that hurt. But got them away from him so he could get up there, and as I climbed up after getting away from those guys, I got up and was face to face with the guys carrying all the explosives, and I didn't know what else to do, so I charged, and then I missed and I hit the explosives, and ended up hanging for my life there with one of the cult guys was hanging on my hoof, and I needed to get him off before I fell, and I wanted to make sure that Bralex was all right, so I kicked him off of me to his death, and then Bralex came and helped pull me up, and then about that time the SWAT team guys came in and cleaned up the rest.
Go ahead and do the same roll.
Now we'll see some negatives. 8's respectable. -4 + 2 gives me a 6.
Okay. All right, so the net result of this, first off, those of you with specific racial statuses, which I think is Marcus and Ilar, but I'm not sure, you will receive a +2 to your specific racial statuses. Everyone's gonna
sweet.
Everyone's gonna take a +1 to their social status. So, not your modifier, but your large number is gonna increment by 1. Which for one of you is going to mean you get a +1 now.
Yeah, I got a 9. Nice.
And so that's the characteristic score goes up by 1.
Yep. Also, as a group, should you choose to pursue a bounty hunting career, you will now start, instead of reputation 0, you will start at reputation 1, possibly 2, if depending on the circumstance. the news story, if you guys want to watch it when you get back to the apartment, will be very flattering to you guys. And it will be absolutely scathing. It's almost an investigative report as much against the security guards and the lack of their competency / outright corruption as it is a, hero piece for you guys.
Damn.
Those guards sucked.
Brelix has it, and he DVRs it. We don't have DVR here. He is just watching that on repeat for the next week and a half. Oh, can you believe it? He said my name. Oh, and he's painting me in a positive light. That's amazing.
Send it to your dad.
Oh, they're going to get a kick out of that. We used to watch this every Thursday.
Your parents are terrified that your life was in jeopardy.
Totally not looking forward to explaining to my parents about this.
How does that conversation go?
They don't do a lot of TV watching, so they didn't see the actual initial showing of it, but they heard about it from visitors to the shop, asking about whether I was okay or not, and then they called me over to have me discuss with them what's going on, and after pretty long time of hey, not wanting to talk about it, I was just let him know hey, Brelix was in danger, so I had to do something, and I'm not going to regret what I did, because it kept Brelix safe. So they weren't too happy about it, but they weren't once I explained to them why I did it, they're okay, makes sense.
All right, so a week is gonna have gone by, and all these things are gonna have happened. You guys find yourself in the apartment. Do you want to go ahead and pay that rent?
I believe that we got our first month. I'm just kidding. Yes, we will pay rent.
I think you were correct. The first month was taken care of.
Okay. You don't have to put any money aside for it. I was just giving you the opportunity to do things.
Oh no, Relics would have made he said, "Hey, make sure that." Brelix loves money and making sure that we have all of the right things paid for.
I can also break that down into smaller bills, and you can all go be irresponsible on your own if you want. Up to you.
No, we're buying a car. I'm sorry, guys. But we could all get together. We need to now have some kind of transportation, so we can do some little gigs to make sure we can pick things up and put things down. And we probably should get something other than our fists and our very capable claws to make sure that we are very, very properly protected.
I don't know, with this reputation boost for us, I think it's a good idea for us to start. We definitely need transportation, but I think it's time for us to start looking for these bounty, stuff. I mean, these jobs.
Look, I know that you and I just both got some handcuffs, but that's not enough to do bounty work. We're not ready for bounty work yet. Like he said, we need some armor. We need some weapons. Let's do this the right way. It all starts with a car. Where are you going to put a perp? Once you get him, you got to transport him, alive or dead, so we get something with a big trunk.
Yeah, definitely big truck. Yep, I like it. With bars or something. We got to make sure he's secured. I got a couple. I got the zip tie cuff. You got one too, so.
Or we got to build a truck, right? We don't have a lot of money. Do we have the $630 for the engine?
We do.
We could definitely build one. Gosh, this is great. We got a mechanic shop where we can start putting stuff together. I'm good with playing with stuff to do the mechanics work, and yeah, I think we can do this.
What are we gonna do? I don't know that $4,600 is enough to make a custom rig, and we do still have to pay rent. Like we can start getting parts, but I think there's other things we can spend money on too. Just my opinion.
Well, we definitely got to talk to that trade rat to worry about getting our parts. But yeah, I mean, how else we gonna? We need to keep perpetuating our cash flow, right?
Yep.
So one option is we have a little bit of cash now in advance, and I used to run for fun the underground races. Perhaps we take those to the next level and... Ooh, no, that's a little bit aggressive. But we gamble on ourselves with the money that we have and try to make them a cash-based race.
What are we gonna race? We don't have a car.
Right now it is just set up as a foot race inside of the underground tunnels of the Aurora Pulse. But
You were pretty fast.
I was not as fast as as Marcus. Marcus outran 6 full-grown men.
He was only 5.
It was 7. Actually, no, it was 5. I apologize. I should not exasperate on your behalf. One of them had a tattoo on his face. Another one of them smelled very much of chewing tobacco.
So you want to put our money on the Caprasap running faster than other things?
We'd still have to set it up and make sure that it was safe, and is a form of gambling, which is almost a mental illness that I probably should not be engaging in. But we are at a very difficult situation, and we need a car to be able to find a better job, to be able to get more money so that we can continue to live on our own. It's a difficult situation.
Yeah,
well, given how awesome we were, we could definitely be some security guards. We're definitely better than the trash that was there previously, and we got a pretty good reputation for it. We may be able to do that for some extra cash too.
So just back to the classifieds. Security-based work.
Or investigative.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a bunch of money now. We need to save 500 for rent for this month. We might need... Do we want to save 2 months away and then only have $3,100? Between all of us?
I think that's a safe bet for now.
Yeah, 2 months of rent. Save it.
2 months away. Are we calling back the guy to get the engine for the Bobcat, the junk rat? It takes us down to 1,500-ish.
I'm less inclined. Yeah, I'm less inclined to buy the engine right now. You know, if we can't get the whole thing, I get like buying piece by piece, but maybe I'll throw in $100 of my money, and then maybe next time I'll throw in another $100, and we'll eventually get the vehicle. But like, I need some stuff.
That's true, but where are we going to put the engine too? Like once we get it, I mean, what are we going to put it in the middle of the living room here?
Yeah, spool table. We got a spool table.
There you go.
Oh, we could invest in the spool table and find some actual felt and make the proper bumpers for it. Instead of just crumpled up paper that we've been throwing in there.
That's been a dream of mine for a long time.
Spool table money. You want like actual found... You just want a better weapon and some armor.
Yeah, I think if we're gonna go do security jobs, we should like potentially split up the money and go get some armor and or weapons that might come in handy.
We also could make some weapons. We have mechanically inclined Mr. Tubbs over there. He could fabricate some weapons out of scrap parts. That could save us some money. I would rather purchase armor myself instead of fabricated armor. Perhaps. How good are you with the welder, Mr. Tubbs?
Oh, I've been known to weld a few things in my time, and yeah, we could definitely do something. But as far as armor is concerned, yeah, I mean, I'm not too big into the. I mean, I can make it, but it's definitely not going to look too nice. I would think we could probably talk to the trade rat and see what he's got too on way of that.
I'm starting to get the impression that the trade rat, when he acquires the things that we are purchasing, that is not through the most of polite and legal ways. But I don't know that for certain. And I kind of turn my head sideways at Hylar.
You don't know that for certain. That's right.
Excellent.
I think could somebody make me like a sword?
Sure. What kind of sword do you want?
Like a long blade with a, handle with two hands can grip it. You can make weapons.
Well, I can do the mechanical side of it. I'm not good at actually using the weapons, but I can definitely probably weld some steel together and make it something that looks kind of cool.
It's got to be sharp.
Oh, we'll sharpen it up for him. We'll make it rather sharp and pointy. See to find the materials, and we can probably start working on that. I don't know where. We'll probably have to use basically the shop that we have, the mechanic shop, to see if we can use any of the tools that they have in there.
Oh, what? Marcus's place? Marcus's parents' place?
Yeah, we'll have to use Marcus's shop. See if he's okay with letting us use the tools. Because yeah, we don't have any tools around here.
I don't know that my parents will have any issue with us using the shop. I think they'll have issue with us using the shop to make weapons. They're not exactly too thrilled about what happened.
Well, what they don't know won't hurt them, right? I mean,
so you're going to attempt to sneakily make a 3-foot-long blade.
well, maybe, I mean, they probably might not want us using the shop during the day. Maybe we could use it at night or something. I don't know.
Either way, we need to visit the junk shop, the junkyard, to see just what kind of scraps we can find. That's Marcus's favorite thing to do, is to go to the junkyard.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can find like the frame of a car. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we could just look for the classifieds to see if there's a good car.
Some kind of junker or something like that we can actually fix up.
All right, let's go to the junkyard. It's a good idea. Got some cash in our pockets. Let me see if I can find, leaf spring or something like that.
I think we just lost Marcus.
Marcus, now.
Sound's still here, right?
Okay.
I can hear you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
So, couple of metagame things specifically for Thodubs. When we're talking about making weapons and armor, there are only very limited things that your skill will allow you to do. Basically, Ghost's character wants a sharpened, hardened blade, like a Damascus steel blade. And that is beyond your capability. That is a specialist skill. You can pound a piece of metal sharp with a hammer, but the first time he goes and uses it, it will dull or bend or blunt. So it's basically going to be an improvised weapon. You can probably manufacture some armor of the post-apocalyptic variety, meaning it will provide some protection, be relatively low tech, but it will be obvious you're wearing makeshift armor. You'll have visible plates welded to your suit, and it won't have any advanced functions. So you can do these things if you want. But you need to understand that while you have some mechanic capability, you should not oversell your ability to do this compared to trading with an entity that maybe has access to slightly better equipment. Also, you are not going to save any money with this approach.
Oh yeah, definitely. As far as making weaponry and stuff like that, I get it. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of thinking just sharpening a piece of steel and giving it to him. But yeah, definitely it wouldn't be anything kind of Damascus folded steel or anything like that. It wouldn't be anything like nice. But
Well, if you know anything about swords or knives, you'll know that by simply taking an angle grinder and sharpening a piece of steel, you get one cut, and then it's dulled.
oh, that's as far as Tubbs is going to be able to take it.
Yep,
I get
that's it. That's exactly it. And you can do that. But that's what you can do. I just want to make sure that everyone is on the same page, because I felt like you were maybe overselling it just slightly. Because I know what Ghost wants.
Okay, yeah, there's definitely no desire to oversell. It was like as far as I was considered, I could jerry rig some stuff, but it's not going to be the nicest of things.
Yeah, I think if we want to do any sort of bounty hunter work, we need weapons and armor. We need real weapons and armor, and we should pay for quality, because 2 reasons. 1, it'll function better. 2, from a reputation style thing, nobody's going to hire the guy that's got a couple plates welded to his chest. Like, they're going to want to see people in actual armor with actual weapons.
Well, how much money do we each have?
Without splitting up what we have, or with splitting everything up?
Yeah, splitting it up.
Relax.
We each have $650.
Credits.
Nope. That's with us saving for the next 4 months of rent. If we want to only save for 2 months of rent, we each have 900 credits.
Yeah, I said 2 months earlier, right?
Yeah, I think 2 months is the right one. And 900 credits each should be able to get us some basic armor, like basic, like take your pick of, like, whether, like, if you want a sword or a hammer, or like, it gives you some options, because maybe your thing isn't getting into a fight, Bralex. Like, I'm pretty sure you don't need like a hammer or something like that, or a sword. I don't know that you're gonna do much with that, but there may be something that that you could use.
We may also want to think about education as well, like being able to get ourselves, to get some learning as far as how to defend ourselves. We kind of got lucky there.
I believe luck had nothing to do with it. I believe that both Hylar and Marcus are extremely skilled and did their very best, and I think they are kind of giving you the side eye right now, if I can read this social situation.
I got lucky, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you did.
So I definitely need to get some learning, so I can be more effective at least protecting myself.
Well, you can spend your 900 credits on learning then. I don't know where you're going to learn, but...
So are we getting, so again, is it 900 credits even for each of us then? Is that what we're planning?
Yes, that is how the money splits out. Now we're going to take these 2 $500 bills, 500 credit physical credits, and we're going to put them on top of the refrigerator in the cookie jar. That's the rent money cookie jar.
Okay, sounds like you need a cookie jar. See what I can do if I get you a cookie jar.
I'd like to go to an armor store, maybe, and then a weapon store.
Okay. We don't have to do this in situ. You can do montages. What are you looking for, Hylar?
I'd like a cloth trench coat, which costs 500 credits.
Oh, you want it to cost 500 credits?
No, but I do want the +6 protection trench coat.
Okay.
Here is where relics would actually be very helpful, is trying to negotiate prices for everybody.
That's why I take you with me when we go shopping.
Okay.
Because I show off all these different trench coats. We have like that montage where I come out of the, dressing room.
The TL10 plus 6 version, first off, is very obviously armor and will give you an intimidation factor. However, it is going to be the 500 credit version. I will let Relics do a little bit of haggling on that. The cloth jacket, on the other hand, is more subtle, only offers +5.
I definitely would like to go with the cloth jacket style of armor.
Okay. And the
How much was that one?
Cloth jacket is still 500, apparently. They're both the same. Oh no, they are both the same. Post-apocalyptic armor, that is the type that you would just basically weld plates to clothing, that's 150 credits worth of materials and labor. I know you said earlier you didn't want to, but I want to make sure that you know that's an option that's out there. See what else is in here. You can buy a flak jacket for 100 credits and just wear that over your regular clothes when duty calls. Just put these options out there where you guys can get to them easier.
Yeah, can you go ahead and copy this card and I'll put it on my sheet?
Yep. Oh, copied them all.
I look like Neo.
But you're a cat.
Yeah.
Totally going with the jacket.
Any other takers for armor?
I'll be doing the. Were you doing the cloth jacket? Is that what you guys were going?
That is what I went with.
That was the 500 cred.
Well, there's two 500 credit ones. The jacket or the trench coat. One's got 6 armor, one's got 5 armor. One's more clandestine, one's more obvious that it's armor.
The options are over here if you want to look at them.
Gotcha.
So, he's right. Like, the main difference between the two cloth jackets is one of them is obviously armor and has an intimidation factor, but once again, it's obviously armor, so there's no clandestine. There are flak jackets available that you can buy. They're really cheap by comparison. They fit over top of your regular clothes, and it's what it sounds like. It's a flak jacket. And then at the lowest end of the spectrum, you can have post-apocalyptic armor, which is basically just plates welded in onto straps over top of your clothes.
Now I'm going to go with the cloth jacket.
Okay.
Do they perhaps have a Diplo vest?
I will check. I think a Diplo vest is beyond its scale for here. Slums of the city. I will check. It is a tech level 10, so it's very likely that it is available.
Like a Protec suit, but just the top.
Yep. I mean, they all have different advantages, right? So, like, the cloth jacket isn't going to cover your lower torso the way the trench coat is. but it isn't obviously armor. The flak vests don't cover anything but your chest, but they can be shed and put on, and they're really cheap and somewhat disposable. As where the post-apocalyptic armor covers your torso, upper legs, and maybe an arm, but is very obviously makeshift armor and cannot be, put on or removed easily or quickly. So there's a lot more than just how much is my protection level involved in this. Also, things like the Diplo vest, so like your trench coat, you take a bullet in a plate, you pull that plate out, you plug a new plate in, very minor repair. Diplo vest takes a bullet, you replace the vest.
So
it's also,
Relics.
A vest.
Brelix is looking at the price of everything, and he wants to get the one that looks really small and sleek, and everybody else is buying big old fancy things. And eventually he says, I'm going to get a flak jacket, because he wants people to know that he's wearing a flak jacket. And it's the least expensive one, and it's a very proper, thing. Then he goes, all right, shopkeep, we've purchased 4 things in bulk. I know that you have a good deal. We also are up-and-coming bounty hunters, and as we continue to do things, we will send more people your way. We are young and vibrant and looking to see if there's a good bulk deal and perhaps something that we can continue to come back and are hopeful.
I'm not sure 4 items is bulk, but go ahead and roll your broker check with your social skill.
Uh, 8 plus 1 is a 9.
Okay. I did see you fellas on the news. I suppose I can give you 10% off.
And I look around as happy as I possibly can to all of my friends.
Guys, I did it.
I shake his hand.
I mean, it saved 160 credits, so that...
Yeah. You guys walk out of there armored up.
I think that's
Did I need a
pretty-
copy of the card for the jacket or?
Cloth jacket.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know if I was going to snag that one there if you make copies, but
That's fine. Everybody got what they needed?
Yes.
Yes.
Next door. Who wants to go where?
Weapons.
Yeah, I needed a weapon.
Could you be more specific?
Yes, as soon as I get to the page in the CSC.
Yeah, what's a sword?
I do want a sword.
And where are you going to acquire said sword?
The mall. It's mall ninja stuff, right? I want a better sword than mall ninja, maybe. You know what? I don't really care. I need a cheap sword. I don't have a lot of money.
Okay.
Shall we call the junk rat?
Yeah, let's see if he can get a sword first. We had to go to his alley, remember? We gotta find him.
He also emails me, and we've been in communication.
Oh,
You
He
show
really
up.
wants us to buy that.
He did procure an engine just for you. He's been waiting for you to show up and pay for it. All right, so you guys are going to the Junkrat's alley, and what kind of merchandise are you looking for today? I have brand new Bobcat engine, only slightly scuffed. He has a Bobcat engine that has been blatantly ripped from a vehicle in a hurry.
I wasn't prepared to pay for that this trip there, Trade Rat.
Oh, I understand. I may find another buyer for such quality merchandise. May not be here when you get back.
I understand that.
Trade, can I help you?
Yeah, I need a sword. You know, like a curved, long blade.
Interesting. Quality?
Whatever you can find, but the better better quality, the better, more money I spend, you know?
Let's see what I can find.
Thanks, I appreciate it. You gonna message me when you find it?
No, he's gonna pull it out right here. I'm working.
Oh shit.
I have a improvised long blade you might be interested in. I only have one.
Oh. How much do you want for it?
200 credits.
What a coincidence. I look at Burlax. I have 180 credits, Trade Rat.
I only have one unique piece of merchandise. 200 credits, you know. It seems like a fair deal.
Relics will... like, he looks back and forth between the two of them and looks at Hylar and says, that is not the deal that my friend is looking for. He only has 180 credits, and either I reach into my pockets and that, or you let the 20 credits go, because that's not too much, and we're still intending on buying this Bobcat engine that is... it's only a little scuffed.
But you did not purchase Bobcat engine, and we went to great expense to get. He holds hand out towards Relics.
We need to make sure that we can get this to our shop to start building our vehicle, and I can't carry an engine right now. But I will give you a down payment of 300 credits on the engine.
Roll your broker.
I'll pay 300 credits too.
If you both pay 300 credits, you can probably get the engine.
Yeah, let's just buy it.
I rolled an 11 on that broker.
Okay. Do you both want to just buy the engine? Because he'll knock the price down to 600 credits easily, if that's what you want. He'll also knock the price down on the sword.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. So you guys walk away. I'll say he charges you half for the katana. So you'll pay 100 for the katana and 600 for the engine. You're out 700 between the two of you. And you've got a katana, and you guys now have an engine for a Bobcat, slightly used. So that has the same stats as a longsword. It's in World Anvil, but I'll also give you the longsword.
Thank you.
Assuming I can find long blade. That's what I need.
I have studied the blade.
You're going to try to store it on your back so it's impossible to get out because it's long.
I've seen movies. The handle's gonna stick out of the back of my trench coat, and I'm gonna pull it out above my head. Shing.
Yeah. The math, like, above table, real life wise, the sword is too long. Like, you don't have the above your head ability to do that. You need to pull the sheath down the other way in order to, like, magically do it, and it's really hard to do. Follow some, like, real life house swords, maybe fight work.
I get a holster style saber thing sheath on my belt, because then it'll work.
They also like have magnetic sheaths where it's not needing to go in a sheath and it's just magneted to your back. That you could then do the same really cool thing.
Or you could just use a shorter blade. That's up to you.
I already bought the long one.
You did, and it's really cool and has lots of personality.
I have a trench coat and a katana. I am ultimate weeb.
So we also need to call Thodubs or Tubbs now.
I was about to say, is Hylar the only one buying a weapon?
I don't know what kind of weapon I'm looking for yet. Guess there's more stuff.
Same here.
So, how are we sitting on cash, Brillex?
Well, everybody still has their 900 credits, but we've got 1,000 credits for the next 2 months of rent. I have 510 credits, and I don't know how much everybody else has. I should have been taking better notes. If you want to send me your bills later, all of your receipts, I will make sure that they are filed properly, and we can file it on our tax returns. Actually, even if you don't want to, I need those.
Roger. Okay, so of my 900, I have 450 left because 450 of it went to the armor. So, okay.
Well, actually, you got 450 the armor stars. Just making sure you got that discount added.
Yep.
If Tubbs isn't right here beside us buying a weapon from the Junkrat, I'm going to text him and say, hey, we need to move an engine to the shop. Can you get your dad's pizza delivery truck? Because that's the only thing we can use to move this. Please, sir. It's very easy to do. All you need to do is say, excuse me, Dad, I need to borrow the truck. I'm going to use that to move a slightly illegally purchased engine to a shop, and then we're going to build our own vehicle.
Well, I'll definitely avoid the illegally purchased. We'll definitely keep that out. But doesn't Marcus's family, because they have the mechanic shop, wouldn't they have something better to move an engine in? I'm happy to go and get the pizza truck, but it just sounds like that maybe that might be I don't know, Marcus, does your family have anything for transporting heavy equipment like that?
I mean, it is a heavy vehicle shop. Yes, that we have stuff to move big things.
Where are we moving this engine to? We're just gonna sit it and put it in the living room on the spool table.
Yeah, on the spool table.
So this is
Okay.
a Bobcat engine. I want to make very clear it's not massive. It's a motorbike engine.
Okay, so I'm good. Yeah, we'll put it on the spool table. And we can use, Marcus, do we want to use your family's vehicle and I drive, or did you want to, I can definitely go get the pizza truck.
Yeah, we can go get something from my parents and drive that over.
But it doesn't sound like we need that because it's not a big engine.
No, I think between all of us we can get it back.
Absolutely. It's not a thing that requires a vehicle to move. I mean, if Bralex was there all by himself, I'd be like, yeah, we need some rolls. But you don't even have to roll for it for like a normal sized person to carry this thing. I mean, it's heavy, but you're not like running in combat or anything with it.
So what I'm hearing is we don't need the vehicle, we can just carry this thing.
You absolutely could. Or you could get the piece of Bobcat if you want. I feel like Kizik made this a bit more complicated than it needed to be.
Okay, we're carrying this thing then.
Because really the question I was asking was, figure out what effing weapons you want so we can move on to the next thing.
I would like I would like Tubbs to build Brelix a tail club. And I will pay... Oh, no, I guess I got to pay for the parts.
Spoiler alert, parts are going to make it whatever the weapon value is. But I'll let you use your broker skill or whatever, and whatever your effect of your check is, you can pull a percentage off for each effect.
I only get 1% off.
It's 10% per effect.
Okay, 10% off. I'm just having the time of my life in a raw. I need this much. I need a steel bearing. No, steel bearing is too precise. I need a steel chunk. That's not too heavy because I was going on here.
Okay, I'm going to give you guys literally 1 more minute to decide whether or not you want weapons and what you want before we move on. It isn't a rocket surgery question.
I'm not going to worry about weapons right now.
Okay.
Neither am I.
Okay. Alrighty, you
I
guys.
would like a flashlight if I can grab a flashlight.
Sure. There are 2 types. There's a cold light lantern, and then there's a infrared flashlight.
Which one are you buying?
Yeah, for real.
I'll take the cold. Sorry.
There you go. How much is it?
It's 20 credits.
I want 2.
You want to. Here's a pile of them for people who want them.
Thank you.
Okay. You guys get back to the apartment. You've got your engine, you've got your goods, you got armor.
You guys want to get hired as security now? I'm feeling it.
Yeah, we got the flashlights and everything, man.
I look badass.
Of course, let's hit the ads. See who's looking for security.
How do you guys want to go about doing this? I feel like you each could have different... You could just let Kizik's character do this for you on the internet. But I feel like there are other ways in which you could go about doing this.
Well, we could totally talk to that venue, the concert person. I mean, maybe they could give us a reference or point us in the area of other security opportunities that maybe there's other venues out there or other things where they need security.
That's a 50-50-90 because we kind of publicly called them a bunch of idiots.
Oh no, not the actual security guards. We're talking about the actual venue themselves that hire security guards. Obviously, they want better, right? So they might be willing to hire us instead of the losers.
We could do that. I'm going to call Katie McDuff.
Yeah, we got Katie too. Definitely.
Okay. I hear 2 good ideas so far. We're going to search the internet. We're going to call Katie McDuff. Anything else?
Sounds great, guys.
Yes, I'm sitting at the
let's do it.
computer.
Okay. All right. Who wants to go first?
You go ahead.
Work
Yeah.
with Bralex and we'll scour the internet.
Give me some computers rolls. You're specifically looking for security contracts. Or are you looking for a wider breadth? Like, what are you searching for?
I was told find security jobs, so I'm looking for security contracts. Very literal.
That's why you have a person helping you.
Yep. Are we looking for single time like contracts, or are we looking for like long term?
I was looking for you to help answer questions rather than bring up more.
That was a question to the group, not. Yeah.
Why don't you make a website for us and advertise us on the local pages? But you make a website for us with a contact form and say that we're freelance security guards. We're working, we can do anything.
Fair.
What kind of adventure do you guys want to go on?
Do we have options?
Yes,
I
you
want
have
one that we
every
don't
fucking
die.
options. Actually, you keep narrowing. The thing that's getting me about this approach, honestly, above table, most aggravating thing as a GM about this approach so far has been the way that you guys are ruling out your own, like you're coming up with excuses not to do the fun things that you guys want to do, and it's driving me batty.
That's my whole career when I was 18. No, I can't move to Ohio.
All right, Bralex, let's go take a look at like contracts for like escorting or like protecting like specific locations. Like one-time contract things, not just to like one-time jobs. So we can go get some more money, finish getting equipped with what we need, and then move on to taking on bigger and better things.
So we're looking for. So of course we're looking for escorting the princess from one spot to the other, and we're looking for protect this from external threats.
Yep. And I do like the concept of kind of making a website.
Oh, that's a
Seeing
great
comes
idea. We have to search the internet first. That's what I was in prepared mode. I have 12
Yes.
tabs of Google open. That's Google because it's in the future.
Future Google.
That's a 12 computers.
You keep finding all these advertisements for this agency called Urban Bounty that specializes in pretty much exactly what you guys want to do.
I think we should apply for a job at the Urban Bounty.
It's not like that.
No, it's we pick a bounty and we go after it. It's a bounty.
The Urban Bounty is an agency. If it's in the World Hammer thing, if you actually went and... Sorry, the World Anvil thing, if you actually went and read about all the things that are available. Bounties come in a lot of shapes and sizes, guys. You could have, without any armor or weapons, gone bounty hunting. You just would have gotten different bounties.
Let's take the lowest hanging fruit. Let's start at the bottom and work our way up.
Well,
Gotta
Ghost,
be a guy that-
you haven't pursued yours yet either.
Yeah, that's true too. So
Do you want to just jump on this one, or do you want to try that too?
I do still want to call Katie.
Okay. You have her contact info. You write a message, you call.
I'm gonna call.
Okay. It rings. Katie McDuff.
Hi, Katie. This is Hylar Token, the Aslan that's in apartment 5 with the other goobers.
Goobers. All right. I vaguely remember you were very helpful not that long ago.
Seems we've been more helpful too with doing other things. I don't know if you watched the news lately, but there was a run-in at this rock concert. Anyway, the four of us are going to be breaking into some private security jobs and putting us up on urban bounties and things like that. So we wanted to extend to you the opportunity to hire us at, a discounted rate if you ever need our services.
Okay. Well, if you're working for Urban Bounty, that would mean you'd have to go through them to get jobs selected. They're an agency, so once you join, you get your jobs through them. I can't poach off of Urban Bounty. But if you were interested in applying for a job with me and you weren't working for Urban Bounty, if that was perhaps not spoken correctly, then I might be able to hire you for a security job.
I see. The contract would be exclusive. Okay, I understand.
I suspect all of you might need to stop for a moment, go to the World Anvil site, read about Urban Bounty, understand how the bounty agencies work. Definitely make sure that between this session and next session, you've actually read the Bounty Hunter book and understand how all this works.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to catch that book.
I've already sent it to you. I can send it again.
I got it.
So let me explain how this works. When you apply to be a part of an agency, you belong to that agency. You can't freelance between the two. I mean, you can, but you'll probably be killed. You have to become part of an agency. That's why you have starter agencies like Urban Bounties that take teenagers like you in and give them their very first shot when they don't have anything but the clothes on their back, so on and so forth.
I see.
They existed for a reason. Lots of GM effort went into that. But you don't have to bounty hunt. Like, it's open world, but I mean, you guys keep saying you want to do one thing and then coming up with reasons not to do it.
Well, I'm all for urban bounties. I just also liked Katie and the way that she got things done.
Okay, you can go work for her too, but you don't want to say I'm working for an rival agency and you call her.
I understand now. Yes, I didn't understand that before. I was just trying to say we're putting ourselves out there. We don't know who to pick yet. So what do you guys think?
I think urban bounties. We're still we haven't actually done this before. That option of starting small and getting bigger appeals to me. Just my opinion.
I'll second Urban Bounty.
Yeah, that makes the most. Let's be urban bounty hunters.
Okay, it's going to be at least one person here who's going to know how to get in touch with Griggs, who is the point of contact for Urban Bounty, and that's going to be Tubbs, because one of the places on the circuit of restaurants and cafes that Griggs uses for his meeting place is his parents' pizzeria. So he knows that this guy doesn't have an office per se to go to, that you meet him somewhere on the circuit of his, places that he works out of publicly. And then you would interview with him and he would see whether or not he's going to give you guys a job. Otherwise, it's a streetwise check to have heard of where it is and know where to go to talk to him. You're not going to Google it and find it.
So we just have to meet him at one of the places where he likes to buy pizza. Is that basically it?
Yeah, well, no. Once again, you need to go read the article. He doesn't have an office. He works out of cafes and restaurants, and he has a circuit that he travels in. And you need to meet him at one of those places.
And Tubbs knows him, so knows how to connect with him to find out where to meet him.
Tubbs knows of him. because he uses your parents' place. You and I actually had an in-depth conversation about this already. Your dad this is the guy that your dad doesn't give any special treatment to, even though he's providing a service by like deterring the place from getting robbed. Because your dad's super cheap.
Oh.
You remember that conversation?
Yep, gotcha. Oh yeah. Okay, I remember. Yep. Sorry. Yep, I do.
But if anyone else wants to
You
make
know-
a streetwise, you can try that too.
I do have that skill. I'd like to try it. We're looking for a guy named Griggs. Yeah, actually, I've heard of him. I rolled a 10 on my streetwise. That gives me a, well, now with a social. Is it a social roll?
It is the social roll.
Hell yeah, that's a 12.
Okay. Well, your favorite cafe is a cafe that he works out of sometimes.
All right, guys, I think we should just head down to the cafe on the corner. You know, what's it, Friday? I'm pretty sure Griggs is actually there, maybe. Pretty sure, maybe.
And if he's not, we can get something to eat.
That's true. I got just a little bit of money left. Come on,
Let's do
relax.
it.
Come on, Tubbs.
Yep, but the internet says there's no such thing of this Briggs.
It does
Yeah,
not say
I'm
that.
telling you. It's just hard to get a hold of him on the internet. He's Urban Bounties.
Yeah, I'm following you. I gotta get something to eat too. It sounds kind of good. Get some food.
Excellent. Let's go to dinner.
I gotta say, this trench coat's really nice. It's keeping the wind right off my tail.
You got a little
people are
bobtail
kinda
or you got
like
a extended tail?
I have a long tail.
Yeah, people are looking at you kind of weird. They're kind of staying away from you. You kind of, kind of scaring people.
Good. They should be staying away from me. It's just like an Aslan thing.
Okay, you guys walk down to your favorite cafe, and sure enough, you see Griggs sitting in a corner table, right next to the front window where he can see out on the street and be seen. And he finishes talking to a younger Vargar. It seems like the Vargar is very animated. Griggs is very methodical and restrained. But the Vargar leaves in a bit of a huff, and now Griggs is sitting by himself sipping on his coffee.
Marcus, would you like
Yeah.
to go over there and talk to him?
Yeah, I mean, I'll go talk to him. It'd be a good time. I mean, you guys are all coming with me, right? Or am I doing this on my own?
Oh, I'll go stand behind you. Yeah. I just think one of us should talk to him. And maybe not me.
Are you being a big scaredy cat?
Don't call me a scaredy cat. I go stomp over and go talk to Griggs.
Man, he went right there.
Griggs sees the Aslan in the trench coat with the makeshift katana walking up, raises an amused eyebrow. What can I do for you, son?
Yeah, I do.
My group and I have started taking interest. We want to start doing some bounties.
I'm
right.
aware of your group. And he looks and he's like, that's Marcus. And that's Bralax. And that's Tubbs. And you're Hylar.
You're well informed. That's great.
I watch the news.
Yes, we were recently in the news. And we'd like to start work with Urban Bounties, if you'll take us.
I'm pretty well known for giving young bounty hunters their start. Of course, you need to realize that I don't provide anything but the job. You take the job, you do the job, you get paid. That's how this works. So Sorry, Kizik is putting stuff in and out of the trash can, and I don't think he realizes that that's what he's doing.
Oh no, we split that money up to everybody. Sorry, that was distracting.
It was. I also hope you realize that that's the trash can and not your pot of money on top of the fridge.
Yeah, I was waiting for the end of everything before I was going to say, can you split this into 5 hundos?
Okay. Yes, that was very derailing. So Briggs looks at Hylar and he's like, I just want you to understand that, right out of the gate, I'll give you a couple of bounties just to prove your worth. They shouldn't be too difficult, but if you don't complete them, don't bother coming back. But if you complete them and you do everything all right, I'll give you much more lucrative and better opportunities.
Understood.
What kind of work are you specifically interested in?
We'd like I don't think we're all ready to take lives. So if you got people that you need alive, that's better for us, I think. Maybe a guy that's like shoplifted. We'll start real light.
Okay. So you're looking to pursue individual peoples, not items?
Oh, if you got items, man, yeah. Oh, we can look for some items too.
I've got 2 contracts that are looking for things. He pulls out a data pad. He's like, I have a missing pet bounty that is for a Mr. Smiggles. The Geno family is looking to have their pet recovered, their lost pet. And I've got a colonization board filing clerk or something. Anyway, they've lost a file and they would like this file recovered.
Oh yeah. What's the pay on each? Just so I can tell my friends.
The pet retrieval is 3,500. The pet's not dangerous, so I've got it as a low priority, low risk mission for basically for a starting group such as yourself. The file format recovery pays a little bit better, 6,000 credits. It's low priority and low risk, but it's probably not going to be easy per se, because it's recovering a file from archives. So it's not the kind of task that most people go after. Being a government contract, it's a little bit more expensive.
Understood. I turn to my friends. Pet or files? One pays double. Personally, I think we should go for the pet.
Yeah, I'll second that too. I think that's maybe low-hanging fruit that we can just get rid of real quick or take care of real fast.
Relics has not stopped talking about how the loss of a file is detrimental to the government agency on which it's lost to. And it's super excited. He could not possibly be more excited about looking for a lost file.
I'm gonna go with Brelix on this one. Sounds more entertaining than chasing a pet.
So 50-50, that's a tough vote to try to split here.
You have a chance cube out there?
I'll change my vote to the file. I've been convinced. I've lived with Brelix for 2 years. Once he gets excited about a file, there's nothing... you can't talk him out of it.
Yeah, but it's not your best friend.
I noticed that.
I believe my best friend sided with me immediately.
Yeah, I saw that.
Retriever.
I also jumped off some scaffolding and into 5 guys.
God, you're never gonna let that go.
No.
All right, file it is.
It's worth noting that Tubbs is still going to be recovering as we go into this. It's only been a week. With that said, if you want to roll your endurance check to see if you've gotten better, you can do that.
I wanted to ask about me getting smacked with the stun thing. Am I better now?
Yes. So the great thing about stun damage is pretty much as soon as you wake up, it all comes back.
Good deal.
So the endurance roll, is that just 2d6 straight endurance, or
It's
how does that feel?
2d6 straight endurance. Understand, your endurance is damaged, so you don't have your +1. Your current endurance level is 7, so that means you are at a 0.
Yep, got it. All right, let's do that straight endurance roll then. Eight.
Okay. You give back 1 point for each success. Well, each effect. So, you get back 1 point for an 8.
Copy
So,
that.
you're at an 8 endurance right now. So you're still injured, but you're doing a little bit better. All right. The file, is file 29583654554/B. It's an important document pertaining to trading and settlement rights. It's for one of the subworlds of the solar system. The file has been corrupted, but there's a physical file somewhere in the archives. The clerks are too overstressed to go tramping around in the physical archives, and they are more than happy to outsource this incredibly arduous or onerous task to a willing group of travelers who happen to be looking for a job.
So we're just gonna go and look for. I mean,
It's
what could go wrong?
it's a beginning job. It's
Is this
literally
a public archive, or is this something we got to sneak into, or?
no. You're going to go up to the clerks who hired you, and they're going to give you access. You know how the end of Indiana Jones, you got the big warehouse with top men in it.
I was afraid of that. Okay, this is gonna be fun.
It's going to be extremely fun, and I cannot wait to get there.
One of you is going to find it fun. That's why it pays good and it's a starting task, is because one of you will find this fun.
Fortune and glory, kid. Fortune and glory.
Absolutely.
I've got a sword and a trench coat. I'm gonna leave.
Yeah,
my
let me go
flak
talk to these
jacket at
clerks.
home.
Once again,
much-
you did not need those things to start this task.
Actually, we all have flashlights if it's dimly lit in there, like a archive might be sometimes, flickering lights.
Sure.
We feel better about ourselves now.
Okay.
Let's do
So
this.
you guys go up to the place that the archive is. So the what is the word? Like Bureau of Colonization for the local city. They mostly actually handle like ice mining sites. The fact that it's an off-world thing is actually very unusual, especially for you guys to get. So
Relics. It's gonna take the lead here.
you walk into the government building, and
Good afternoon. Here I'm Brelix. We are. We have official documentation saying that we're here to do the task.
all right, let me look this up. Oh, I see. There's a digital version of file 295836454B that was corrupted. You guys have been hired to do manual data retrieval. I understand. I don't really have time to take you down to the archive myself. We're really short-handed here. Could you wait, please?
Oh yes, of course.
Be like,
One more time. What was that file?
It was 295836454-B.
/B. But yeah, that's
Cool. All right. This is going to be so much fun.
Right?
The guy said, "Hey, can you
Yay.
wait?" And Brelix hasn't like walked away from the counter. He's just standing there waiting.
So, how long are you guys going to wait?
We're just going to walk down there. We got the access.
No, you don't.
Never mind. I'm going to find a water fountain.
I'm gonna look for a chair to sit down.
There are chairs. And there are water fountains.
I'm gonna wait for
We're
15
gonna-
minutes.
Okay? That's
Hey, do they have a vending machine here?
Someone finally answered the question I wanted. You're going to wait 15 minutes and then what?
Hey, Relics, you've done this government building kind of like this is kind of your thing that you research for your hobbies. Like, 15-minute wait doesn't seem right, does it?
No, he said that we should wait, and I do not believe. Is he like still sitting at his desk typing, or did he walk away?
No, he's sitting at his desk typing.
Like, yeah, like, let's go talk to him again. Like, let's get in there. Like, shouldn't be that hard. Just get us in there and we go look. Like, shouldn't take that long. Like,
Brelix will say, "Excuse me, sir. We have waited exactly 15 minutes, and I believe that we. I'd like to expedite our request for access to these files so that we can help you and achieve a perfect government functionality."
Tempted to ask you to do negotiate, but really, let's go ahead and do what you really want to do, which is give me an admin check.
Oh, that's
Oh,
boxcars.
boxcars.
Oh, +1 for a 14.
Critical success. You point out that you've been hired using government funds, which makes you government employees, and therefore you should be given access to this area that you're supposed to be checking. And that it would save him a lot more time to just give you access than it would to, sit here and keep delaying and going back and forth about it. Then ultimately, if he had to escort you, that would take away from a bunch of his time. And eventually you convince him to just give you a key card. And he does. And you guys are able to head down to the archives.
Excellent. This is exactly how the government should work. I explained in great detail as we now have the key card and are walking down.
I broke the water fountain. We gotta go. Come on, go. Let's go. Go.
Come on, that squirted all over everywhere. It was a slip.
It was activated by a laser and he had to play with it.
I don't really like water.
So you guys get to a generic gray elevator and you take it down subterranean, which, a lot of the city's subterranean. And it opens up into, it's basically a warehouse room, but it's climate controlled. And it's got these physical file drawers on these shelving units. There's 100 of them across. They're 50 stacks high, and they go back so far you can't see the end of the aisle.
Brelix is in awe. He loves it.
Where do we start, Brelix?
Clearly there should be some kind of Dewey Decimal catalog. And he goes to where he logically thinks the index of all of these files should be.
Okay. Give me another admin check. This one's going to be a difficult 10 plus to see if you can just intuitively decipher their filing system.
9, 10, 11.
All right, just made it. So you're like, all right, well, obviously these are divided into sets of these numbers that should mean these things, and you find a few files and kind of suss out what you need to do. You locate the proper shelf, like a 5-minute walk down one of these aisles.
Here's 29863, 29864, Ooh, that's where they would store all of the documents for trying to own a unicorn. 2936. Oh, here it is. This is the road that we're on.
Yeah, you want 295.
Yes, I know exactly what I'm looking for.
So you guys get to the shelf that is storing 295836454, and then the /A is there, /B is empty, and /C is there.
We have determined what everybody else has determined. The file is missing. Good job, Brelex.
No, it's a corrupted file. This is where the physical backup should have been, and it is not here right now, so we cannot complete this mission.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do a recon check and look around.
Okay.
And see if I can see any. Yeah, see what else is around us.
Give me that recon check.
Yeah, that's a horrible roll. 4.
It's dark in there.
Yes,
You look over, and Marcus has got his cold light flashlight out and is like shining it to try to see the ceiling, and he's got like his hand in front of the flashlight to make like a bat signal with his hoof. Or he's got hands, but you know.
Yeah.
Hylar wants to just boldly and blindly place all of his faith into luck and go to a random shelf and pull the first file.
Okay, you don't have to roll. You pull a random file off the shelf. It's not what you're looking for.
Hey, you said something about a unicorn earlier? This one's an alligator.
Yes, that would be 23645.
Relax, don't they have for something like this? Do those things have barcodes on them? Is there are they tracked somehow?
Scanning open the files, and I don't know. I look at the file /A and /C to see if they have barcodes and are digitally tracked some way.
So there's a barcode system at the elevator, but you have to manually scan what you're taking in and out. According to the archive system, you don't need to do a computer's check for this because it's just easy to look up. The file is in the archive.
What if they just put it in the wrong spot? What if it's in the archive? So we have that big long number. What if it's in a spot that's one lower or one higher than the number sequence that we're looking in?
It's a good idea. Tubbs, I'm going to go check out the 9s. 958.
Okay, so I'm going to check out the other one.
How long are you guys going to spend doing this?
I'm totally not going to randomly be looking around the giant super archive. I'm going to go look for human beings down here. There's got to be more than just the one dude at the desk to run into.
Well, down here in the archive, there will be clerks, but also there's hundreds of employees in this building. There is more than just the one dude at the desk. They're all very, very busy, but you need to be way more specific about what you want to do here.
Yeah, I want to go talk to one of the clerks to see if they noticed. Has anybody come around there? Do we know how long it's been corrupted / missing?
Those are good questions. Okay. Give me an investigate roll. Or if you can think of another role that would be appropriate to this, you can make an argument for it.
I could make lots of arguments for what it would be. None of them would help me. We'll go with investigate. Investigate is intellect, right?
Investigate can be intellect or education, depending on how you're going about it. But in this case, I actually think it's social.
Alright, so this is how we're going to do this. Hey, Brelax, like I'm thinking there's got to be some more information that we can dig up on this thing. Like how long it's been corrupted / missing, like where it could have possibly gone. Like I don't think that any, like with something this big, they got a pretty good job of checking in and out. Like it's not there. Like, can you take a look into that? Because I'm just thinking thoughts. Not very good at actually looking into these computers and whatnot to find these things.
So Brelix goes, you don't think they just misplaced it because the system says that it's been misplaced and it's clearly somewhere in here. You think that we should look of how long the file has been corrupted and like who's been in and out of the entire vault system, because that would indicate that somebody has taken a file and not filed it appropriately?
Yes.
You know what I was thinking, guys? Is like you know those. This is kind of a old school paper, archive type of place. What happens if somebody checked it in at the desk? So it says it's in the archive, but don't those workers kind of walk around here with like those carts with the files on the carts? Maybe somebody just didn't bother to, file it yet. Maybe it's sitting on a cart somewhere.
Well, then we should have seen when it was checked out, and we could look at that. Like when it was last checked out, when it was last checked in, how long it's been corrupted, like all of that kind of information.
Yes, so you can go look for the to be shelved documentation. That should be up back by the elevator we came in, perhaps. I don't know to be certain, but I need to find a terminal, and then I can look through the computer records to see when the file was corrupted.
There is a terminal at the door.
Is that what you were going for, Marcus?
Yes.
Terminal at the door. I sit down. Does my key card bloop bloop let me log in?
Electronics computers check difficult 10 plus, please. But yes, it does.
That's a 3 plus 1 plus 1 is a 5.
Clearly a 21. I think you're reading those dice wrong. It's a 2 and then a 1.
2 and a 1.
21.
Okay. With a 5, I can't give you much other than the information you've already gathered.
Brelix gets distracted and is looking at the different files that have been checked in and out instead of looking for the date of corruption. It's in an archive that he just can't find.
Do we... Hey, Hylar, did the contract, the original contract, or how they are horrible with names, does the original contract have, like when was the start date of the contract?
We'll check urban bounties for the log and see when this contract began.
I don't know how it's relevant, but let me backtrack a little bit and I'll be able to give you an answer to that in a second.
So they would have discovered it missing, put it up on as a bounty.
I'm guessing it would have been 3 days ago.
It's been a minute. 3 days.
So 3 days to put a bounty on it, like... And this is for a, like... rights to a settlement or something like that? Some off-world thing?
Maybe. Let's read A and C and see if B may be related.
Good call.
If you choose to pull A and C, you will find that they are also mineral settlement rights for other things in the system, but they're not referencing the same area that this one's supposed to be.
Also, mineral settlement rights. Is this place under surveillance, or is there like CCTV in this room?
There is key card access at the doors, but there's no like cameras or anything. It's supposed to be a very secure location that only archivists can get into. It's only because of someone's boxcar rolls that you guys are down here without an escort. And that would be pretty evident to you guys. It's a high security area, but it's not high security in that way. They don't let people in here.
So if we've got like A and C are minerals in the same, like different location but same world, like I assume around the same dates. Like, why would B be missing? If we like, if only certain people can get down here. Brelix, can you see who's been down here in the last 3 days? Like, can we narrow it down a little bit, maybe?
It'd be before the 3 days.
Yeah,
Or being
because it would be like the day or so before the so like 4, 5, 6 days ago, or maybe just to kind of shot in the dark to see if we can go ask people. Maybe they know something.
So I'm looking for I'm looking for the entrance and exits of all of the government employees that have come into the archives.
Yeah, down into where we're at now, and hopefully that's not like a large number.
You can go back to the terminal, make another difficult 10 plus electronics check to shift through all of the files and logs.
That sounds like fun. That's a 12.
There you go. All right, you narrow it down to 3 archivists who have consistently had access to the area. 2 of them are actually in the room with you now somewhere. Like, it says they're still in here.
And the third?
He is not present.
Maybe we can go talk to him.
You want to call the archivists over?
Or go and ask him. Yeah.
They should be in quadrant, what does that say? 3.
Doesn't actually tell you that level of detail, but we'll say that, for sake of saving time, that you guys fan out and find them.
Excuse me, are you Archivist 1 or Archivist 2?
Okay, so you interview these archivists. As we are at 11:45, I am going to help you speed this up a little bit. Give me social checks of any type to interview them.
Social advocate. That's all I got.
I can intimidate him.
I go with deception to try and lure them into a sense of security and give us what we want.
We'll play good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, I still only got a 7.
I got an 8.
Okay, did anyone else make any rolls?
I can threaten them with advocate is like legal jargon.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are legally obligated to.
You could also use admin.
Oh man, we're just talking. We're just clerks now. Let's admin them up.
Why would you not?
Okay. That's still not that good. I rolled a 7.
Okay. All right. Well, eventually, Hylar. It's one of the archivists who's very annoyed, by the way, at all of your interruptions. To say, Childress, he's been out sick, so we're all overworked. He, disappeared right around the time that the file was corrupted, which is creating all this extra work because now everybody wants to know where this file is. There's some big corporate snafu going on about it, and we've got a ton of work to do. It's just really annoying not to have everybody on board. But, the guy's sick. What are you going to do?
So we're going to blame the guy that's not here?
let's go. Like you said, he got sick about the time that the thing got corrupted. Let's go find out where he lives and go.
Yeah, let's look him up in the employee database.
Yeah, definitely convenient.
Deploy admin guy. Brelex, you got this. Like we are in your realm.
Excellent. I head back to the computers to look up Childress's home address.
Okay.
That's 10.
Okay. You find that he has not checked in, nor has he actually called out sick for the facility, and you do find his home address.
Playing hooky.
He hasn't come to work. He hasn't called out sick. And he wasn't present. We need to find this guy.
Well, I do have his home address, and we can go visit him there. But he is showing signs of mental incompetence by not showing up and not properly filing this file.
Or something happened to him, and that's why he wasn't at work. He disappeared.
Let's go. Let's go find him.
Yeah. Leave the archives.
Okay.
Off to his house.
You guys hail a taxi, Uber, you walk.
Uber.
Okay. Snow Uber rolls up. It's sort of a modified F-150 on tracks, and it's got a passenger compartment where the bed would be. It's pretty standard. As you rolled through the streets, you realize that this guy lives in a pretty decent neighborhood, but it's not as high end as you would expect a government archivist of this status to normally be in. You depart from the vehicle and make your way up to the apartment, and the apartment has a "For Let" sticker on the door.
What? The guy might not be in there. You see this?
That's odd.
Well, we should obviously go speak with the owner of the apartment.
Call the number.
Boop, 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 boop.
You get an AI thing that's trying to sell you the apartment.
Good, we'd like to take a tour right now. Can it open the door?
Indeed. Doors are readily available. Door clicks open.
I let myself in.
Okay. It is a small apartment. It is still furnished with relatively decent furniture, but every personal effect seems to have been packed. There's a built-in wall public terminal. There's one bedroom. And it's it's been cleaned, but it definitely was lived in recently.
I want to walk over to the public terminal. Hey, Brillex, can you see when this thing was wiped last? How long has he been out of this apartment?
Oh, of course. I see the last login of the computer. Or attempt to see the last login of the computer.
Computer check, please.
That's a 10.
Okay. He basically logged out instead of shutting the terminal down. And so with a few handy dandy tricks, you are into his last session. As soon as it comes up, the first thing you notice is his bank account screen was open. A deposit of 4 million credits was made into his account and then withdrawn from his account into non-traceable, the equivalent of bearer bonds. Right after his purchase of a spaceport ticket that departs today.
Did he just get one spaceport ticket?
Is it a one-way ticket?
My ticket.
Guys, I think we know what happened. We should go to the spaceport.
Sounds good to me. That sounds like the next logical place.
We call an Uber.
You guys take an Uber to the spaceport. The spaceport at North Rio is kind of the equivalent of a regional airport here. It is not huge, but it's not small. But there are a decent enough number of flights that you're not guaranteed to just run into who you're looking for. You also don't really know what this guy looks like. What do you do?
Well, we know that his name is Childress, so we know he has a spaceport ticket. Like, we saw the ticket, so we know which plane he's getting on.
That's true. You do know what terminal he's getting on.
So I direct us to that terminal.
Okay. You are looking at a crowd of about a dozen people preparing to get onto a short flight shuttle to orbit.
Is there a lady that works for the flight, like the airline or space line or whatever, there?
Yeah, you mean like someone checking tickets?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to walk up to her.
Okay. Well, hello there. Can I see your ticket, please?
Actually, and I hand her a $20 credit, and I'm going to say, could you announce that I'm looking for my friend Childress, please, on your microphone?
Oh, of course. And she leans over and she's like, well, it's Mr. Childress.
Yes.
Well, Mr. Childress, please report to the front desk. Your party has arrived. And that ding, an announcement goes off. Everyone give me a perception check.
Eight.
Got a 1.
With my super awesome Aslan recon, I have a 10.
Awesome. I guess Thodubs perceives nothing. I didn't see shit.
Sorry. It's just hitting the wrong button here. So it is a so roll the 12 minus that. So it is I got a 10.
Okay, so 2 of you are going to notice one thing, and 1 of you is going to notice the other. So the 2 of you that got a 10. Let me start with the 8. 1 of you got an 8. That is Marcus. You're going to notice a guy suddenly look at the desk and then see you guys and bolt. He's got a briefcase in his hand, and he matches all the descriptions. The 2 who got a 10 are going to notice that there is a woman in her mid-20s in a business suit who is shadowing him. She's trying to be discreet, but she's having a difficult time of doing it because he just started breaking into a run in a crowd. So if she's going to keep up with him, she has to do the same, and that's what tips you guys off that she's traveling with him.
Is she
He's running.
traveling with him, or is she? He said she's following him, though,
I've
right?
described exactly what you saw, and there's no way for you to have any further details beyond that.
I run after them.
Running.
Okay.
Running.
All right, so you guys break into a chase scene. Yeah.
Scooby-Doo round 2.
Wop, how are you going to handle this physical chase scene?
He's gonna try his best. That's what he's working.
Okay.
Oh no, he's gonna, because it's an airport. He thinks he's gonna find an exit. He's gonna walk towards the exit.
Okay. Actually, you guys are in the front part before you actually have to go through security. So there are a couple of different places they can go, but there is like a main terminal door you could go to if you wanted.
Yeah, he's gonna wait there.
Okay. Give me a navigate for you. Everyone else, give me an athletics, dexterity, or strength.
Nine.
12.
9.
All
5.
Oh, almost all pass. Okay, the Blop gets lost because he's too short to see over the people around him. Kizik does not know what that's like in real life. He's so tall. But those of you who are giving chase, who's going after which of the 2 people?
I'll go after the dude.
Okay.
And I'm going after the woman, but that leaves Tubbs.
Tubbs?
I'm going after the dude as well.
Okay. You guys both managed to basically spear tackle this guy. And his briefcase goes skidding across the floor. And the woman makes a dive, not for the dude, but for the briefcase, as Pilar catches up with her. Now, what would you like to do as you catch up to her? You're going to try to tackle her like him? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to spear tackle her.
Okay, give me a melee unarmed.
Boxcars!
Oof. Okay. So you pin her down. She tries to draw something from her belt, but because you boxcars, critical, you hit her in such a way that the pistol she was drawing goes sliding across the floor. Airport security sees it and goes ape shit because there's a gun. They see a group of perps struggling. They don't know who's good and who's bad, and they just open up with stunners and mop the whole thing. Blop, who couldn't find the door, finds his way on the scene. All of your friends are unconscious, as are the two people you're pursuing. Security takes everyone into custody. It's 11:59, so I'm going to walk through this. What ends up happening is you guys are like, we're on an official bounty. Here's our official bounty we're looking for. We're pursuing this file. They open up the case to find the file and 4 million credits worth of bearer bonds. And
Those are ours, too.
Yeah, I agree.
Do
Those
you
lost
really
those.
want to say that right now?
No, I'm just kidding.
All right, because I'm trying to finish this up on time, and you're fucking around. Just saying. So completely derailed now. So, god damn it, you can't ADHD me, guys. That's not cool. So they find the evidence. They find him. It turns out she's working for one of the big corporations that has a vested interest in maintaining the mineral rights there because there's this huge, highly valuable deposit there they have an old claim to, but this record shows that they sold that claim. So they paid this guy to get rid of the record of the sale so they could say it was there. It ends up in the news. It ends up increasing your reputation again. And you get paid your measly 6,000 credits for completing
Nice.
the objective.
Yay!
Huzzah!
And 1,000.
I'm glad she wasn't an FBI or something like that. You know, that's what I was really worried when I was tackling her. I was like, oh no, she's going to show me a badge.
Nope.
But it was a gun. It was cool.
Nope, she was a corporate agent. And she was there to make sure that those records either got where they were going or were destroyed. And she failed pretty miserably. She could have, however, shot you. And that didn't happen because boxcars.
Huzzah!
And we're at 12:01. And you guys not only got out of the Rockstar scenario and had a, Tubbs lived. Everybody give him a round of applause. But you also completed your first bounty.
Yeah, good job. We did complete our first bounty. We are officially bounty guys. Hunters, bounty hunters.
We need to take our first credit and put it into a frame, and hang it on the wall.
I now want like an old noir style hat because I've got the trench coat.
Gotta cut out your ears.
Yeah. Start smoking cigars, baby.
It's one of the
I get to tell my dad to take this pizza job and shove it.
It's brave.
We might want to use this car sometimes.
Yeah, we still haven't built a car.
Okay,
Yeah,
well
engine, though.
I'll be extra nice about it then.
I think you guys did pretty damn good for wrapping that one up. Although that is obviously meant to be like a introductory, That was a level 0 bounty.
I mean, If you remember correctly, we've done that one before. Except last time we ended up in a shootout on a spaceship.
Ah, yes. Ah. What do you think the pet would have been?
We didn't choose that one last time either.
I'll bet you it was a pet or an animal or something like that the WAP would have seen as being a good delicacy.
The great part about these bounties is they have variants. And they're also scalable. Like last time, the opponents had like laser carbines and shit.
Yeah, we got a huge gunfight last time.
Yeah. I think you guys did pretty good.
Guys. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
No one died.
No one died. All
We tried.
objectives were met. Yeah, all objectives were met. I'm still debating whether or not I should design some pre-made hooks for you guys, and I'd like your opinion on how that is, because it can be difficult to get you guys to not turn this into Business Simulator 2025. Like Ghost, you backed the whole party out because everyone was like, Ghost wants to bounty hunt, so let's go bounty hunt, which I was totally prepared for, obviously. And then you were like, no man, we can't bounty hunt, we're not ready for that. That I don't understand.
Yeah, I just wanted to go shopping.
Yeah, but you could go shopping, that's fine. But like, to me, I felt like the entire party took that as, no, we're not going to go bounty hunt, we're not ready for bounty hunting. And we can't go bounty hunting. And that really threw me for a loop.
Yeah, I just felt like I needed to get geared up before we needed to go bounty hunting. I didn't realize that we were going to be looking for pets and files.
We did also take forever in the argument over whether or not we're gonna, like, what do we need more to do bounty hunting? A car or equipment? And we spent a long time doing that.
Yeah, I don't mind the time as much. I just, you guys were like, let's go be security guards. And here I am scrambling to be like, how can I make security guards fun? And I probably could have done it if you'd stuck on that road, but I said it last time and I'll say it again. When you guys are in that job hunting mode, don't think of it as what would I reasonably do to hunt for a job in real life. Please think of it as what is the adventure I would like to go on as to make this game fun. And to hell with, this is what my character would do, because that's a poor excuse to do not the adventure. Right?
Yep.
Copy.
All right, guys. I had fun. I think you guys did great. I hope you guys had fun too. And thanks everybody on stream for stopping by. We'll catch you next time.